actually going to stay here. This pregame show is brought to you by Powerade. Get game day ready. Charlie, it's great to be back home. The Tigers went down to the wire with defending 3A state champion Jeff Davis County and held on to a 30-25 victory.
They did. It was an exciting game, but going back to your first statement, it is good to be back home.
Absolutely.
We don't have to worry about where they're going to stick us, because in this COVID year, I know people don't care, don't know, but they'll stick us anywhere right now. Whew. So it is good to be back home, where when you drive up to the stadium, you know where you're going and everything's all good. Plus, it's just right down the road from the house. So,
absolutely.
But, yeah, you're right, Jerome. Went down to the wire last week with Jeff Davis County, probably a little closer than Coach Vance would have liked. But it was an exciting game. Had a good time. Weather held off, rain held off for us just enough, and came out of there with a 30-25 win over a pretty good Jeff Davis County team. And tonight we come in here and try to get our first, like you said, our first regular season win, our first district win against the Wayne County War Eagles.
Definitely want to thank our sponsors for supporting Tiger football. Coca-Cola, the First National Banking Association, Forest General Hospital, City of Hattiesburg, Forest County Board of Supervisors, Southern Bone and Joint, First Bank, Paint Companies, Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar, Havre Pest Control, Southeast Mississippi Rural Health Initiative, Jackson Tax Service. And what we're going to do, we're going to go straight into Chad. I know Chad is down on the sideline and was just able to get Coach Vance, and let's hear what Coach Vance had to say. Chad.
Welcome tonight, Tiger Nation, to our pregame discussion with Coach Vance as we look to tonight's game against Wayne County. Coach, tonight we're facing a good Wayne County team, 2-2 record this season so far, coming off a 9-4 season last year. Tell us what we can expect from this Wayne County team.
Physical football team. You know, defensively, they got three guys up front really good after you. Linebackers are really good, but I think the strength of their team is their defense. So offensively, we're gonna have to try to make sure we can matriculate the ball down the field and get first downs. Offensively, they got two really good running backs that are low, they're big backs that run hard. So we're going to run, tackle well tonight defensively.
Well, we've talked about how the first three games have been sort of a preseason, and now we get into district play, division play. Very important that we get this win tonight, Coach. How important is it as we look to this first game for us to be 1-0 as we look down the schedule at the rest of the division play?
Critical game, first division game, you got to win them out, and that's why I tell players we got to win them out if we want to make the playoffs. We don't need to leave anything for chance, and you got to win the first one first, and that's tonight, starting Wayne County.
What do we need to do tonight to be able to get that win, Coach, as a team, things we can't control?
I think we got to play hard. We got to leave it out on the field, give great effort, play with intensity and passion. I think we got to take care of the football and win the turnover battle. We got to be great in the kicking game, and obviously, we got to be able to score points and stop them from scoring.
Well, we look forward to tonight's contest, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks.
Chad, what's your outlook on the atmosphere at the game? How's the stands looking? Because in the angle, we really can't see much. So tell me what you're seeing out there.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty balanced crowd tonight, guys. Wayne County always travels really well, especially when they got a team coming off a 9-4 season. And so looking at both stands, I think there's an eagerness. This game has become somewhat of a division rivalry because it's such an important game to determine who gets some of those, those playoff spots. So look for it to be a high energy and real intense game tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. And one other factor about the game is that the offensive coordinator for the Tigers is Shelton Gandy, and he's the former head coach from Wayne County. That's his hometown, and his cousin is the head football coach there. So interesting dynamics on Kevin. You talked about this rivalry, how this probably plays into it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Kevin Gandy on the other side. Coach Shelton Gandy's been the head coach there at Wayne County for the last couple of years before coming into this season. And Wayne County's got some talent over there, Jerome. They've got a couple of running backs they're going to give the ball to. A couple of big guys. They got number 7, Shadamian Williamson, is a senior, 5'10", 215, and number 2, Cornelius Wally, 6 foot, 185, both seniors. They're gonna ride those guys as much as they can. And number 15, Sebastian Chafin, is a junior quarterback for them, 6'2", 212. So they've got some decent size over there. They're going to come after us. We're going to try to ride Jaquez Andrews, who's had over 100 yards rushing in every game so far this season. We're going to ride him and try to, when we do have to throw it up, hope that Jordan Willis will make good decisions for us and get us down the field. Threw a beautiful pass last week to finish that game off at Jeff Davis County. Just a perfect pass to Joshua Jones for a 64-yard touchdown, I believe, and that one kind of sealed it for us. So hoping for those kinds of plays tonight, and man, we're getting ready to kick off here.
Here we go. Jones makes the kick. It's going to go down to about the 20-yard line. Wayne County picks it up there at number 6, and he's going to be taken down inside the 25, maybe at the 26, 27-yard line. That's where Wayne County will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's 6 Raytavius Walker, another senior running back on this team. Lots of seniors as you look down this roster, lots of 12s on here. Raytavius a little bit smaller, 5'6", 172. Wayne County's going to hand it to several guys. They're not going to run quite the offense, not quite the wing T that Jeff Davis ran against us last week, though.
Wayne County is in there all white helmet, white top, white bottom, and they're in a spread formation, 2 men back. There's the high snap with the quarterback, 15, and hits almost intercepted. Should have been intercepted in the hands of a Tiger. They're right at about the 35-yard line.
That would have been quite the first play of the game right there. Just not a good decision from Chafin on the first play. Threw it right into the hands of Jaquez Andrews, the guy we just mentioned on the offensive side of the ball. Also plays defense. The Tigers will have several guys go both ways. That one went right through his hands. Bring up now 2nd down and 10.
Chafin's listed at 6'2", 212 pounds. Good size, good-looking kid. There's a snap. It's a handoff right up to the running back. 54 met him right there in the hole for the Tigers, and more Tigers stand on top of him, and glad that whistle blew.
Yeah, 54, a guy that we talked about last week that just came on. That was his first game. We also talked about him on Tiger Talk, Malik Jones, a guy that the Tigers were missing and didn't realize they were missing him because we had not seen him yet. But another talented player out of that sophomore class for the Tigers. Brings up a
3rd and 10. Big play here in the opening drive. Tigers, they're going to call encroachment on the Tigers, and we just called his name. That's 54 going to be called for encroachment.
Yeah, Malik Jones makes a good play and then gives the yards back up. He looks confused. I don't know if he didn't know he was offsides or what, but the officials sure saw it.
Tigers in there, black pant, purple top, purple helmet. Tigers jump off sides again. Going to give them a free 1st down on penalties. So 2 penalties back-to-back. Charlie, free 10 yards, 1st down.
Senior Trayvon Dixon coming off the edge right there and just got a little too excited. So the Tigers make good plays on 1st and 2nd down and then give the War Eagles the 10 yards they needed for the 1st down on penalties.
War Eagles show trips to the left, 1 man out to the right. There's Chafin with the shotgun, has the pitch out to the running back. Is going to have maybe about 7 yards. Big hole there for him. Going to be close to the 45-yard line. They're going to put it at the 44.
Yeah, it's 7. Shadamian Williamson, we talked about him, a big kid, 5'10", 215, and he is a bowling ball coming through there.
Chafin in the shotgun. He has the snap. Looks right. He's going to run and going to be tackled by a few Tigers. Never got back to the line of scrimmage, I don't think, and may go down as a sack.
Yeah, it should be a loss of a yard right there. That was Brian Eastman and Jaquez Andrews getting in there quick. He looked like he had a running lane, and he thought he did too, and it closed up quickly.
Going to bring up 3rd down. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 4 or short 3 for the War Eagles. They're getting a signal from the sideline. 2 men in the backfield with the quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to the 2nd man through. Tigers are on it and gives him a loss on the play. That's number 2 for the Tigers, and we all know that number. That's Andrews there to make the tackle.
Jaquez Andrews, nice through right there. So out of 5 plays on that drive, outside of the penalty plays, 4 of those were for either no gain or a loss. So
that's correct.
Good defensive stand right there for the Tigers. Chad, it's good to see. I see Chance Duckworth out there this week. Good to see him. How's he feeling?
Yeah, guys, I talked with him last Friday night, and he was starting to feel better, just was still in the protocol and was able to get cleared this week.
Concussion protocol. Good to have him back.
War Eagles will punt. End over end punt's going to bounce at the 15. Tigers pick it up right there. That's number 1, Jones. He's going to be taken down at about the 21, 22-yard line. 1st down, Tigers.
Yeah, that was a pretty good punt right there. Had a nice roll on it. Jones had a little bit of room. Get it back up outside the 20. So Tigers will have decent starting field position here for their opening drive. Tigers will go left to right on your radio dial.
And looks like number 4, Jordan Willis, will get the nod again at quarterback. We see starting back there in the backfield with him is number 22. That's Ellis Brown. That's the transfer who's come in and started making his mark there for the Tigers.
He has. He's gotten more and more snaps every week, it seems like.
And he definitely gets the ball and makes 2 guys miss and picks up about 4. Good hard run in there by Brown.
Yeah, good run right there, Ellis Brown. We called his name right there as the transfer from North Forest, not playing football this year. So Ellis Brown's over here, and like we said, through 4 games, has really gotten more and more snaps every week, and has done a good job when he's gotten them.
Good job by Brown. Maybe give him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5 there for Willis and company. Tigers with the snap. There's another handoff to Brown. He's going to get tackled, and looks like they're going to add on a few yards there, Charlie. I think they got him with a face mask.
Yeah, penalty flag came in at the end. Mentioned Brown getting more and more carries. The first week he had 0 carries. The second week had 7, and then last week had 8 carries for 54 yards. That's 6.8 yards per carry. So,
well, he's at 2 already tonight.
Yeah, already 2 tonight. So, as we said, getting more and more action every week and looking good doing it. I got to thank John Arnder for those stats. He goes back on Mondays or Tuesdays and watches the whole game. Yeah, and he's got a spreadsheet going with up-to-date stats for the year so far.
Man, that guy.
He has no time. I mean, he has nothing to do.
Golly.
He goes back and charts the games.
Gives the Tigers a first down out to the 41. Tigers try to stretch it out again with Brown, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play for Brown.
Yeah, it's been essentially the same thing every time. It's Brown to the right side. That time Wayne County snuffed it out and held him to no gain on that play. So
almost a counter out of the shotgun.
You see Jaquez Andrews come in now, so we'll see if they do something a little different with him.
Willis in shotgun. Andrews to his right. There's a handoff directly to Andrews. Andrews drops the ball. He fumbles the ball, and it's going to be War Eagle football. And you just called it. Just came out and maybe not as fresh or ready, and can't say it's wet out there. So Andrews puts it on the ground.
Yeah, no, that was all on him right there. Just didn't secure the ball after the handoff, and Wayne County defender able to come in there and knock it out pretty easily. And the number 17, Chase Daniels, senior linebacker for the War Eagles, was able to recover it. So great field position here for the War Eagles after that fumble.
War Eagles with the ball at the Tiger 38-yard line, 1st and 10. There's the snap to Chafin. He's going to keep it and kind of run up, and he's going to lose a yard there, I think, Charlie, and kind of ran in there gingerly a little bit and didn't get probably what he was expecting. I think he was expecting to get hit, but the way he kind of tiptoed in there.
I was over here smiling because to me it didn't look like he wanted to run that ball.
Yeah,
it was one of those, hey, coach told me I got to run it, but I don't really want to.
Yeah,
he kind of just eased up there to the line of
Chafin
scrimmage.
with the shotgun. He rolls to the left, looks back right. He's under a heavy rush, and he's going to be taken down by the Tigers behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 yard there for Chafin, and Chafin looks a little confused, Charlie.
He does. That was Malik Jones had the pressure on him, and then you had 53 Trayvon Dixon and 99 Emmanuel Eccles in there to finish it off. But Malik Jones chased him all the way across the field, and you're right. It just doesn't look like he kind of is comfortable right now.
3rd down and 11 for the War Eagles. Hard count. Tigers stay home. 2 men in the backfield, double out receivers to the right. There's a handoff to number 2. He's going to be close to the first down, still on his feet. He's going to have it about a 15, 16-yard pickup down to the 25-yard line. So ball's at the 41. Exactly 16-yard pickup, first down, War Eagles.
Big 3rd down play right there. Number 2, Cornelius Wally is the other running back we talked about.
And War Eagles go fast, go right back to him. He's going to have the first down, still on his feet, and dragging Tigers inside the 10 down to about the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, War Eagles.
Yeah, Wally able to get a little something going on the ground. Showed really good balance right there on that run. He broke several tackles, was able to keep his balance, get down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, last 2 plays, War Eagles go fast, and I think they're just trying to catch the Tigers off balance, and that's what they do. They're going to give it right back to him. That's number 2. Tigers get his legs, and looks like the ball came out.
Yeah,
Brian
Eastman that time able to get in there and knife under his legs and bring him down quickly, and Tigers are saying the ball came out.
I don't see an official signal.
Officials are signaling.
They're saying
second down. Yeah.
So 2nd and goal still. Tigers ran off the field expecting to have the ball. Now a bunch of Tigers have to rotate back onto the field, and looks like the official comes in to stop the play. We're at 6 minutes, may get the heat timeout. There's a conversation by the officials.
There's no instant replay, so I don't think they can change it now, but Tigers sure were convinced that the ball came out right there.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and goal for sure. Clock is winding. So 2nd and goal. High snap, and it falls at about the 15-yard line. So almost a 12-yard loss there for the War Eagles, and that's some of that unsureness what I've just been talking about. And I think it hit him in the hands. He just missed it.
It did. It was a little high, but it hit him in the hands and popped up over his head. And you're right. I don't know if he's already looking downfield or what, but he seems a little nervous.
Well, that would mean he'd been looking for a pass automatically.
Well, yeah.
He was passing on that play.
He just wasn't focused on the ball. He was lucky that it went right behind him. He was able to fall on it.
War Eagles in a diamond formation. They just sent a player at him, and Tigers are still out there looking, and they're going to push him out of bounds outside the – looks like the 14-yard line, and almost another disaster play there by Chafin for the War Eagles.
Yeah, great blitz call right there. Brian Eastman, the number 9 linebacker, came through there quickly. I mean, he got back there fast, and Chafin had to kind of duck under to dodge him for a minute, and that allowed some other Tigers to get back there. He dumps it off to his running back. Tigers do a good job running him out of bounds.
War Eagles going to kick the field goal. That's 33. He's in for the field goal, and it looks like it's good. Yeah, it's going to go in for 3 points. And War Eagles lead tonight with 5 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. War Eagles strike first, 3-0.
I thought that field goal was wide right.
I thought it was a little bit to the right.
I thought it was wide right, but you're right. You called it. It was good. So Tigers only give up 3 after the turnover. Not terrible.
After the turnover, but there was a couple of times
that Wayne County
had the ball.
Could have turned it right back over to us. You're right.
Yeah,
I mean, they were very fortunate, like I said, on that high snap that it just landed right behind Chafin and didn't take a funny bounce, because had it done that, there were plenty of Tigers back there to recover it. But the Tiger defense has played well so far tonight.
I want to spotlight the United Way. For 85 years, the United Way has stood tall in our community, supporting the needs of our citizens. At this time, they are beginning their campaign to reach out to donors in an effort to continue to provide those needed services in our community. Please consider giving in your workplace or connecting with them at the United Way. War Eagles set to kick. Here's the approach. There's the kick. And, wow, it's a booming kick. It's going to go about 4 yards into the end zone. That's number 33, I believe.
I think it's 37 here.
Yeah, he may make a difference. That's Busby.
Yeah, Nathan
Busby.
Senior kicker, 5'10", 163, and he boomed that
with a leg. You know, that kick they kicked was about a 34-yard kick. And so, you know, it may have made it from 50, to be honest.
Having a good kicker in high school football is that's an advantage for sure. I mean, they're not everywhere, so it's a real advantage to have a good kicker, a kicker that you can depend on to get you 3 points.
Tigers in the shotgun. There's a handoff to Chance Duckworth. He's going to be tackled behind the backfield, and I'm not sure. Did Chance come in motion on that play? It's like they read it.
Well, maybe, but I was watching the snap was low. He had to Willis had to pick the snap up off the ground, the ball up off the ground to hand it off. I think that slowed everything down a little bit.
And there we are at the Heat timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. This is Tiger football.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors. And we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun, and celebrations. Walk-Ons, it's game day with the taste of Louisiana.
Mascot for our bowl.
All right. We're back here at D.I. Patrick Stadium, and the Tigers just ran the second down play. It was a screen play out to Andrews, and instead of, looks like Andrews wanted to bounce it outside instead of going straight up the field, and looks like the Tigers are going to lose some key yard. Is almost going to be third down, and looks like 22.
Yeah, our coaches are wondering the same thing I was wondering right there. He had a lane. It was blocked up pretty well. He had a lane, and instead of taking that lane up the field, he like you said, tried to bounce it out and wasn't able to do anything with it.
Tigers show trips to the right side. There's just a long pass right up the middle of the field, and Jack Jackson couldn't get there. May have been a good throw, maybe a little bit closer toward the sideline. Could have been dangerous for the Warriors.
Yeah, it was intended for Matt Adams coming down the sideline there, and he was open. But now he's got to run all the way back down the field to punt the ball.
What was Adams? 11. I'm thinking 4. Not 4.
5.
I'm thinking 5. Yeah, Jackson.
Now Adams has to go all the way back down there and punt.
He's going to have to punt from his own end zone, too, and looks like he's going to be sitting right in the middle of that end zone. And we know this spelled trouble against Oak Grove. However, Matt wasn't back there.
Right, he wasn't. And in pregame, John and I were watching, and he was booming them. So hopefully he can get a good one off right here.
He's trying to catch his breath.
Yeah.
There's the snap. Matt's got it. Good kick. End over end. Going to come right to number 21 for the Warriors. And the Tigers get him by the shoestring. Great tackle there by number 3 for the Tigers. That's Braxton Bolton.
Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, guys, it'll be interesting to see on this sequence here, watching from down here at field level. The quarterback for Wayne County just seems very tentative tonight, and it looks like that in that first offensive series, their strong point was that running game on the ends, and so it'll be interesting to see over time how the defense adjusts to put more pressure on the quarterback to see if we can force some errors.
Indeed, very, very good point, and probably something the Tigers would look to do often. Warriors with the ball right there. There's another high snap. Tigers are all over it, and they're going to sack him. They're going to sack him down to about the 50-yard line. I'm surprised they let him go that far. Well, they're going to move him up to about the 46-yard line, and so that's going to be a loss.
Chaffin's down.
About 11. Yeah, he is down.
He's rolling around, but I think he was going to be sacked anyway. The Tigers came through there quickly. But that was another snap.
Chad called it.
Yeah,
Chad
he did.
called it. I mean, we said it earlier, too, didn't look good.
That was another snap that was right in front of his face. I mean, it hit him, went right to his eyes, hit him in the hands, and bounced up. You really can't blame that one on the center. And just bounced up over his head that time. There were 3 Tigers there to bring him down, led by Trayvon Dixon.
And the War Eagles are all down to one knee, and they all have taken off their helmet, and the Tigers now go down to one knee as well. So Chaffin is up and walking under his own power, going to the sideline.
Well, and I don't doubt that the kid's hurt, but it kind of seemed like he didn't really want to be out there anyway.
Yeah, he's kind of out of it tonight.
Yeah.
And we hadn't seen him all year, but he just hadn't looked comfortable the whole night. Warriors is going to send in number 10 at quarterback. That is Holly.
I think.
Yeah, number 4 there, guys.
That
I think
4?
they got 4,
okay.
yeah.
Holyfield. Cameron Holyfield, and they're going to hand it off right up the middle for about 4. Going to bring up now third down, and looks like 20.
Yeah, Cameron Holyfield, a sophomore quarterback, 5'7", 199. Definitely not the size that Chafin had, but maybe won't be as timid either. Tiger defense really on it so far tonight.
Third down, and we'll call it 18 for the War Eagles. And Holiday's in shotgun. He's a left-hander, and he's rolling under a lot of pressure. He's just going to throw it away and get rid of it. And the Tigers sent a blitz. Well, it really wasn't a blitz. They just kind of got through there.
No, that was the point I was about to make is, yeah, we talked about Chafin being timid, and that time Holyfield kind of took off running as well. But the Tigers are just whipping the Wayne County offensive line right now. The defensive line of the Tigers.
I had to relook at that.
Yeah.
Like, well, no, they weren't blitzing. He just beat him at the point of punch.
Right. This defensive line right now is just really putting it on Wayne County.
Wayne County will punt. There's a snap. Kick is up, and he's aiming toward the sideline. It may go out. Yeah, probably at about the 12-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it. First and 10, 2 minutes, 33 seconds to go. War Eagles lead it 3-0. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, he did that on purpose. That was just a really good punt right there from the Wayne County punter. That was kind of what they call a coffin kick. And you kick it to the corner. You want it to go out of bounds before it gets to the end zone, and it did. Very good punt right there from Wayne County. So the Tiger offense, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll come back.
I was going to say the Tiger offense was, again, like we talked about a lot last week, and I talked to Coach Vance about it on Tiger Talk, was way behind the chains on that drive right there. And that's why they ended up with such bad field position. Even if you've got a punt, you don't want to be backed way up like that. So they've got to get something positive.
Tigers hand the ball off to Andrews, and he goes right up the middle and still trying to fight for yards, only getting maybe about 3 yards. Second down and 7 for the Tigers. And, what I was going to say, you mentioned coffin kick, and I'm thinking because it died there, is that how the coffin kick comes?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Well, it's got to relate now.
I've just always heard the term, man. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff that I hear like Troy Aikman say and stuff,
I got
man.
you. It's a good place to learn. Tigers with a second down and 6. Jordan Willis with the pass out to number 12. He's going to be hit, but is going to have the Tiger first down. And he's tackled by 3 War Eagles. That's number 12, Walton Thompson, for the reception.
Yeah, nobody covered Walton on that play. He was over there all by himself, and Jordan noticed it, got the ball out to him quickly, and able to pick up the first down. Like we said, anything positive right now is what the Tigers need, just to move a little bit.
Well, the guy was out there. He was just about 15
yards
way
off. Yeah.
There's a handoff to Andrews again. He's bouncing it right up the middle, a little bit to the outside instead of going up the hole. It's maybe a 2-yard pickup. Second down for the Tigers.
It's hard to argue with, over 100 yards rushing every week that Andrews has had, but that's kind of been the knock on him. That the thing that we've talked about all season is sometimes he bounces it outside when he probably really shouldn't. Yeah. And we've seen that a few times, but again, it's hard to argue when the guy's going over 100 every week.
Remember we were playing West Point, and whenever we tackled those guys, they went up the middle and they fell forward.
Yep.
That's what we kept talking about.
Yep.
Willis in the shotgun. He's going to have a long throw out to Jones, and just missed his outstretched hands. Maybe a yard overthrown. Good ball out there by Willis.
It was. That was a good pass. When he first threw it, there were 2 defenders out there. When he first threw it, I was like, man, that's not a good pass. But Jones almost caught up to it.
And he ran right by those guys,
Yeah,
too.
he did.
So it's something to watch later on. And that same play we scored on 60, you mentioned the 64-yarder against Jefferson Davis. There's a snap. Willis is going to look. He throws it out, and miscommunication between him and Walton. That was third down, and I'm sure Tigers will punt now here on 4th down.
Yeah.
So Tigers hadn't been good here on offense. Hadn't got got 1 first down because of a penalty. Outside of that, Tigers hadn't helped themselves.
Neither team's really done anything on offense so far, but you're right. I mean, that was a positive drive, just in the sense that you make them flip the field here with a good punt. But Tigers got to get down here and put some points on the board at some point.
We got a sideline warning there on the War Eagles. Flag is picked up. The next one will be a 5-yard penalty.
Coach is over there telling everybody to get back now.
Supposed to have a get back coach, right?
Supposed to.
Tigers have set the punt. Ball's on right on the 25-yard line. There's the snap. There's the kick. Good kick. Good spiral kick. Going to get some roll, too, for the Tigers. We talking flip the field almost to the 21-yard line. So from where he was standing at about the 11, we're talking about almost a 80-yard punt there by Matt Adams.
That was a great punt. Came off his foot in a spiral just the way you want it, and it couldn't have gotten a better roll out of that thing. When it hit the ground, it took off. Chad, are you our get back coach?
Man, normally I am the get back coach, but the COVID season, Coach Vance is just on his own.
COVID is real, man, isn't it?
Chad says he's the get back coach, but he's usually the one out there jumping around and high-fiving and all
Chafin
that.
back in for the War Eagles. That's a handoff right up the middle, and just from the athleticism of the running back, he was able to I use your word, knife through there when Tigers really had him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he worked for that, they gave him 9 yards. He worked for that 9 yards. That was Wally again, and nothing there. He made all that all on his own.
War Eagles going fast again. They're in the no huddle for the second down and short one. That's the end of the first quarter. War Eagles leave it 3-0 here on your Tigers. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. This is Hattiesburg Tiger football.
For our businesses, for our teachers and students, for our athletes, for our neighbors, for our friends, and for our families. We all have a part to play in slowing the spread of COVID-19 in our community. Collectively, this small thing can have a great impact. Mask up, Hattiesburg.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors.
We're back at D.I. Patrick Stadium. The War Eagles start the second quarter with a handoff that's out to number 2 again for the War Eagles, and that's going to actually move the chains for them for a War Eagle first down.
Yeah, so far been a defensive struggle tonight. Not much happening for either offense.
Chafin hands it off. That's to number 7 this time. He's going to be hit and bounce off the Tigers, and is going to be pushed out of bounds. 7-on-7, maybe for about a 6-yard pickup. It's going to bring up second down and 4, and that War Eagle O-line is starting to flex a little bit.
Right, that's what I was going to say. You're seeing more missed tackles now. You're seeing a little less pressure. One thing about offense not doing anything is that the defense is out on the field way too long. And they've been out there almost all this game.
29 checks in, and he's going to get the ball, number 29, Leverett, and he's 5'4", 133. That's why I was making sure I called his number. Wow, small guy.
Little guy.
But move the pile for another 2 yards. Going to be third down and short for the War Eagles. Let's see who gets it this time. Chafin is under the shotgun. Well, excuse me, Chafin is in the shotgun. 2 men back there with him. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hard count by Chafin.
And a 3-man defensive line right here for the Tigers on 3rd and 1. One of those 3 guys just jumped off sides. That was 92, Brandon Mitchell, a freshman for the Tigers.
Mitchell's going to come out and going to have a conversation about it.
You're a freshman, you get in the game, man, you can't do that.
Offsides against the Tigers. Penalty results in a first down.
That's 2 first downs on penalties. There are actually 3 on penalties for the War Eagles tonight. Chafin has a new set of downs close to the 48, 47-yard line. Tigers get in the backfield after the handoff. Gonna knock it down to about the 50, maybe a 2-yard gain, but he ran for a lot of yards to only get 2 yards, and Tigers should have come up with the loss in the backfield.
Yeah, that was some of that pressure right there that we've seen so far tonight from that Tiger D line. There were several Tigers in the backfield. Weren't able to get to him, but did make him flex it out some, so they could clean it up.
War Eagles moving fast, and Tigers get in under the man, and that's number 9 coming in there for the Tiger tackle. That's Ishman.
Yep, that's Brian Ishman again. He's had a good night so far tonight. Been really good right there at the line of scrimmage.
Ishman, pretty good looking kid.
Also a transfer. He's the transfer that came in from Texas. He's a junior, so we'll have him for another year.
3rd down now and 9, and Saban under heavy rush, and the Tigers just done tackle him and wrap him up, and he's able to get the ball off, and wow, 1st down for the War Eagles.
Oh my goodness, that was a huge play for the Tigers.
Listen, I said he's a pretty big kid. It says 6'2", maybe a little bit bigger, but he's pretty stout, and he's bounced off a couple of tackles from the Tigers that we've had in the backfield. On that play was able to get a 1st down.
Yeah, he is. Mikael Jones had a clear shot at him, just a straight-on clear shot.
We got a flag sitting at the 48-yard line. Let's see what that's about.
Coach Vance pointing back here, and they're going to back him up.
Maybe a legal man downfield is what I'm thinking, possibly.
Chafin has done a good job twice now of being under pressure.
Yeah, if it's 3rd down, he's got it sitting there. Let's see what to call. That's it.
Yeah.
Legal man downfield.
Yeah. That's a big call for the Tigers right there. But Chafin's done a good job twice now of dumping the ball off to his running back. Dumping the ball off to his running back when he's been under pressure, and it's worked out a couple of times for him. But the Tigers, when they get back there, you get a clean shot at the quarterback. You gotta bring him down.
Brings up 3rd down now and 14. There's a handoff out to number 7 for the War Eagles. He's going to be met and tackled in the backfield. That's number 19 for the Tigers. That's Mikael Jones.
That's Mikael.
That's the twin brother.
Yeah, that's the one that didn't wrap up the last time. So this time didn't make that same mistake. You had number 1 get in there, Joshua Jones, slow him down, and Mikael came in there right behind him and cleaned it up. So he atoned for his missed tackle. So we will take him off the list of I don't know. We'll take him off the bad list.
Hey, we got to have a talk. War Eagles set to punt, and high snap brings it down. It's an end-over-end kick. There's Chance Duckworth back there is going to have it, and he's got a line, and he's still on his feet. Going to be tackled in War Eagle territory at about the 40-yard line. Charlie, best field position thus far for the Tigers, starting field position.
Yeah, and that's what Chance can do for you right there. He can flip that field. Not a good punt right there. It was low line drive, got to him really quickly. He was able to catch it on the run, man, and he's got some speed, able to get the sideline. And the War Eagles didn't cover it very well. Only had 3 guys on this side of the field where the punt went. So I don't know if it was designed to be punted to the left, but that came over here to this side, and the Tigers capitalized on that mistake.
Well, let's see if we can further capitalize on it. Tigers going to have it in the War Eagles territory. Ball's going to be sitting on the 41-yard line. In the backfield is Brown with Willis. There's the snap, and there's a handoff, leaves it with Brown. Brown's going to pick up maybe 2, kind of stutter step to start that run, and maybe could have gotten a few more by moving constantly when he got that ball.
Yeah, back's a little bit hesitant to commit tonight so far. They see a lane and they just take that little split second before they commit to it, and that can cost you, a couple of yards there at the end of the run.
2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. Willis in shotgun. Willis looks to pass. He makes the throw and actually had a man wide open out there. That is Jones, and just overthrew him at that point, and that may have been one where they didn't put a lot of air on it.
Yeah, it was Joshua Jones out there, and he was open. That was like number 10 for the War Eagles. Tadarian Holly was in coverage and just didn't get over there quick enough. If it had been a good throw, I think that would have been a big play for the Tigers.
3rd down now for the Tigers, 3rd and 8.
These third downs are coming up so quickly.
They are for the Tigers. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Tigers trail 3-0.
You don't want to put your defense back on the field here.
And there's just an out pass, and I think he dropped it. Yeah, he did. Pass was there for Thompson, number 12, and he drops it. Just going to the sticks and turned around, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, not a bad pass there. It wasn't perfect, but not a bad pass. It was catchable for a first down. Thompson just dropped it.
Fourth down play here. Tigers has the offense on the field, and Tigers going to get a timeout. And we'll stay here.
You're going to talk about this is a big play for them because, like I said, you don't want to put the defense back on the field right now. We've seen them play fast and hard so far tonight, and the longer they stay out there, the slower they're going to get. And so we want them to be able to continue to play with the energy that they've played with so far. And if you're the offense, you've got to keep this thing rolling here. Chad, what's the energy like down there, man?
It seems like the vibe I'm getting from the bleachers has been just the slow-moving offense so far for the Tigers. Definitely got to get into a rhythm here. I believe, guys, if we can get into a good offensive rhythm, not to already be judging the Wayne County offense, but it seems pretty one-dimensional at this point. We're pretty much pinning our ears back and going for the running game and letting them beat us with the pass. So if we can get any kind of offensive momentum, I believe we'd really see some electricity shoot through this crowd.
I agree.
Fourth down and 7, ball on the 41-yard line. Tigers will go for it, and Coach Vance is mad about something.
Mad about a ball. He was getting a ball, and then he just threw. I don't know. I don't know if they didn't have
Willis
a ball.
is going to roll out, and he's going to have his man, and he dragged his feet for the first down.
That was a great catch right there.
Yeah, that was let's say it, NFL catch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And drag.
Absolutely. Joshua Jones right there. Good pass on the run from Jordan Willis right there on the sideline. And you work on that. You get there on the sideline, you work on those toe taps and those types of things. And Joshua Jones did it perfectly right there, was able to haul it in. And like we said, that was a big play for the Tigers to get this thing rolling and keep the defense off the field. So another new set of downs for the Tigers right here.
Jones has been our big play threat all year. There's a handoff to Andrews. He's still on his feet. He's going to bust through. That time he committed to the run, and he got the results. Going to pick up about a 15-yard gain inside the red zone down to, looks like maybe the 12, maybe the 13-yard line. Hard to see from where we are. It's going to be first down, Tigers.
Just went over the right guard right there, and you're right. Once he took the ball, he knew where he was going. But that big play before, that kind of momentum can get this whole thing going for the Tigers.
Well, Chad said a little bit about the electricity, and there's the handoff again, and they take his legs out of him, and without that, he's still running. So it's going to be second down at about the 9-yard line. So Tigers, they're going to put it on the 10. Tigers at the 10-yard line need to get the 3 for a first down. So second down and 7 for the Tigers.
Yeah, that time just went over the left side.
Willis in the shotgun. Hard County. He hands it off to Andrews again. He bounces this one outside. It's going to be at the 5. Still on his feet. Going to be knocked down at the 4.
Should be a first down.
Should be real close to the first down. Let's see where they put it. They are marking it short. So it's going to be 3rd and inches. Let's say 3rd and less than 1 for the Tigers.
So give it to him again right here over the right guard.
Willis in the shotgun. There's the count. There's the handoff to him again, and he's gonna have the first down. It's gonna be first and goal for the Tigers. First and goal for the Tigers.
Yeah, everybody just blocked. The whole offensive line just zone blocked to the left, and Andrews followed him right up in there, able to get the first down. Wayne County did a good job swarming to him, but not quick enough. Tigers now knocking on the door, Jerome.
Well, hey, if they continue to go fast like they were, now they're just kind of waiting on the play. And, you got to go ahead and get in that rhythm as we were talking about. So Willis in the shotgun. He's going to hand it to the right side to Andrews, and He's close. He's going to get it.
Yeah.
He's in, Charlie.
Just rode Jaquez Andrews after the big fourth down play to Joshua Jones.
Big play.
Yes, it was a huge play to keep the defense off the field, to give the offense just a little bit of energy, a little bit of momentum. And you saw it the very next play, Jaquez Andrews with the big run for another first down.
15, 14 yards, yep.
And then from then on, the Tigers just rode him all the way down there. He did a good job of committing, running hard, and was rewarded with a touchdown at the end of that drive.
Tigers will look to kick the PAT. They had the swinging gate on, and it looks like they called it off. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it may have snuck through. No, it did not. It falls short, and we'll keep it here. Now Tigers take the lead, answer back. 6 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the half. Tigers up 6. Wayne County 3.
Yeah, that's what we talk about, having a kicker that's consistent, and Joshua Jones has gotten better. He's working hard to get better. But sometimes, you end up, we talk about it every season, chasing points. You can't count on those consistent extra points. So now the Tigers up 6-3. You would have liked to have had that extra point there.
Yeah, guys, it'll be interesting to see how that extra point plays into the final score of this game. Hopefully we'll have a big enough margin. But in the pregame show, you notice Coach Vance mentioned about we need to be good in the kicking game. And it's punting and predominantly and kickoffs. But those extra points come back because Wayne County definitely has a kicker.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it's a huge part of the game, and it's really important. And like we said earlier, it's a blessing to have a kicker that's consistent, because they're not everywhere, and we've been really good in the punt game, so we can shore up that kicking.
There's the high end over end kick, the bounce kick, and Tigers are going to fall on it. Wow, Tigers get it. The pooch kick, Tigers get it. Wow, 23 comes down with the ball. He's hit hard. That's Jonte Wade for the Tigers. Tigers are going to take over. Wow.
I'm telling you, people, if you're not watching Tiger Talk on Tuesdays, you're really missing out. Coach Vance and I talked about that exact thing. I asked him, are they doing that on purpose? And he joked and he said yes. But then he went back and said, no, we haven't been doing it on purpose, but we may put it in. That looked like it was designed right there. I don't know if it was, but the Tiger coverage guys looked like they knew exactly what they were doing. The kick was perfect, and Wayne County looked a little confused.
We did get a chance to run it at all in the Oak Grove game because of the positions and where we were. But, when we were really down, but by golly, we've connected on that play, for, just about every other game.
It has been
that's
huge.
3 games we've connected on.
This season, it's been a great weapon.
Do the Tigers go for the juggler here?
They were trying to.
There's Jordan Willis. He's going to keep it. He just brought it down after looks like he was looking down for Jones, and he was covered, and so he took it down, Charlie, and was able to pick up about 5 on the play.
Yeah, I think they were going for the heat check right there, and it just wasn't there. So Jordan Willis made the decision to pull it down and run for it, and picked up 4 yards. So good play, good decision there from Jordan Willis. But going back to that kick, I'm telling you, like I said, if you're not watching Tiger Talk, you're missing out, because we talked about that exact thing this week, and Coach Vance was pretty funny about it.
Well, I tell you what I heard the first time watching Tiger Talk, and I've been there before, but I heard y'all talk about some milkshakes.
Yes. Yeah, man. Well, we didn't know either. We did that show at Walker. We do Tiger Talk. I'll do the plug now. We do Tiger Talk every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock at Walk-On's Bistro and Bar. Great food. They give us the whole side of the restaurant. We live stream it on Facebook Live, so you're welcome to watch on Hattiesburg Tigers athletics.com or Hattiesburg Tiger Athletics Facebook page. But yeah, so we did that show all year last year. It's our 3rd season now, and never knew there were milkshakes. But the very first episode this season, Mike Peterson, our PA guy, comes to all of them, and he had one. And then Coach Vance saw him on the TV screen, and an ad for him.
I think he said he had caramel, but I heard you say Oreo.
I think there's an Oreo. There's 4 different ones.
Willis with the pass out to, that's Matt Adams is actually in at wide receiver. Matt's going to be knocked out of bounds, and I think that's going to be an 11-yard pickup for a first down. Sorry, y'all. Tigers went right after it on a first down play.
Matt Adams, a big body receiver. If you can get the ball to him on the sideline, he can break a tackle or two. But yeah, those milkshakes are I haven't tasted one yet. Coach Vance has had one.
I thought you was getting one.
I was.
What
I
happened?
chickened out, man.
Okay.
But Coach Vance has had one, and Mike's had several, and they look delicious.
Ball's on the 30-yard line, actually looking for Adams. We just called his number, and it was low. Mayer had Matt there in the flat for a touchdown. Just missed him.
That ball may have even been intended for Jack Jackson coming across the middle, and it would have been high for him. It was kind of thrown between the two receivers, but I'm not positive. Chad, you may know better, but it looked like it might have been intended for Jack.
Yeah, guys, it went right through the hands of number 5. Just got on him a little too quick, and then but it was definitely intended for Jack.
Gotcha.
It was a dart. He threw it hard.
Second down, ball's on the 29-yard line. Willis is looking, and ball's going to be knocked. He's under heavy rush. Ball was knocked down. Still hand was going forward. Falls incomplete. That's number 8 for the War Eagles. He goes in really untouched. Cooley for the quarterback hurry.
Yeah, Dante Cooley right there for the War Eagles, 5'7", 210, and he came in hard on Willis, and Willis is feeling that right now.
Yeah, he's kind of holding his hands on his hips, but looks like he's breathing hard out there by that one. But Tigers showed 3 straight passes on that possession, and
yeah, got a little excited. I think
big third down now, 3rd and 10. Tigers sent a man in motion and gonna send it out to Jones for a face mask added on. Yeah, that's going to be a break for the Tigers.
Yeah, Jones wasn't able to pick up a whole lot. Did a little bit too much spinning there once he caught the ball, but it was set up nicely for Jones. A little screen, yeah. Willis had the rush man come in his face, and it was set up nicely for Jones. Spun around, but got lucky right there on the tackle. A very obvious face mask, even from up here where we are. So that'll give the Tigers a first down here.
Kevin Gandy asking for an explanation.
You don't have to explain that one. That one was pretty obvious.
Yeah, he definitely had a face mask, and his player even know it because he laid down like, oh no, I made a bonehead play. Brings the ball out to the 15-yard line, and Gandy still is asking for an explanation, and he asked for a timeout.
Yeah, he wants an explanation, but again, and I don't know, he may not be arguing about that. I'm not sure. I don't know that he could argue about that.
The official just pulled his head like a face mask call. So
did he? Yeah. That one was pretty obvious. But in his defense, it was facing the opposite way.
He may have never saw it.
It was facing our sideline, so that's how we saw it so easily. But the player had his back to the Wayne County sideline, so he may not have seen it. But again, he's doing a lot of arguing over a face mask penalty. But it's not going to work out for him, so the Tigers will take over inside the red zone here, or will continue this drive inside the red zone after the face mask penalty. Another opportunity to put points on the board here for the Tigers, extend this lead.
Absolutely. Tigers in the red zone, as Charlie said. Ball's going to be placed on the 14-yard line. Tigers need the 4 for a first down. 5:13 to go in the quarter. Tigers up 6-3. There's a handoff to Andrews right up the middle, and he's going to get in. You're not going to stop that once he had that head of steam there, Charlie. So Andrews goes in on a 14-yard touchdown run, and let's see if the Tigers try to go for 2 here.
Yeah, he went about 10 yards untouched. So if he's got 10 yards to build up that speed, you're not going to catch him, stop him at the goal line. So easy touchdown run there for Jaquez Andrews, and like we said, extends the lead for the Tigers. They will go for 2 here.
Same play to Andrews?
Yeah, I think so.
Tigers send a man in motion. That's Duckworth, and looks like Tigers. It's going to be a false start on the Tigers. It's going to push him back 5 yards, so the attempt is going to be a little bit more strenuous there for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was 53, left tackle there, Trayvon Dixon, or he may have been lined up at tight end out there. Got a little bit of a head start.
Tigers now still going for 2. There's a rollout by Andy. Just he underthrew the pass.
Was tipped, I believe.
May have got tipped there at the line, but Jordan rolled to the right, and it was the same play call on the big 4th down conversion. And Jones was there, and he was waiting on it, but ball never made it to him.
Yeah, Jones was there wide open, and I believe 17, Chance Daniels, who actually recovered the fumble early in the game on the first drive, was the one that tipped it away right there. So good job by the Wayne County defense to hold the Tigers again without the extra point. So that's potentially 3 points that the Tigers should have right now that they don't. So
12-3 now, Tigers over the War Eagles, 12 unanswered so far, all in the second quarter for the Tigers. Let's see if they try it again.
I don't know, man.
36. I think it was another number over here. I was thinking 23. 23 recovered it for us. So maybe try to go down again to 36 here.
Yeah, maybe go to the other side here. That's just, again, it's the craziest thing, but it's been such a weapon for the Tigers. And Coach Vance talked about being good in the kicking game, and so far have been very good in the kickoff game and in the punt game.
Jones here set the kick, and he does go the opposite way. He does do it, and the lineman looks like a lineman. He catches it and falls to his knees. That's number 59 for the War Eagles, Logan Gardner.
Yeah, give that man some credit.
Didn't panic.
Did a good job right there. That's not his.
Good catch too.
Yeah, it's not his comfort area, I guarantee you. But
as an offensive lineman, 5'11", 256, and he had a breadbasket for that sucker.
Yeah, I played up there on the front line on that kickoff return team too, and that's not your comfort zone. But if you don't do it, you get in big trouble.
Hey, all you thinking about is hitting somebody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Chafin back in as quarterback, moving men around there. He has the snap, and Tigers are out there on it, man. That Andrews just shot out of there from that Mike position of that linebacker, and is going to bring up about a 6-yard loss for the Warriors. That got me excited.
Yeah,
there,
Wayne
Charlie.
County is having just such a hard time with their blocking schemes right now. Just not able, when the Tigers bring an extra defender, the Warriors was just not able to pick it up. Here it comes again.
Andrews again, and they picked that one up, but misconnect. Tigers with the interception. That's number 19 for the Tigers. He's going to come down with the interception. That's Mikael Jones. He's been playing really good all night, right? 54-19, twin.
Yeah, so that's a big play there for Mikael Jones, little twin, and you're right. So they brought the same pressure. They brought Jaquez Andrews right over that right side, and the running back that time picked it up nicely, but just not a good pass from the quarterback. And
let's see if they can find a turnover belt for him.
Yeah, and so the Tigers, Mikael Jones right there, able to pick it off and a little more momentum. And this all started, Jerome, from that fourth down play. I mean, it was dead. You heard Chad talked about it. He said, slow offense, the fans are kind of not in it and that kind of thing. And this all started on that big play, and the Tigers have been rolling ever since.
Well, is Joshua some kin to them too, the Jones?
I don't know. Chad may know the answer to that one.
Not sure about that connection, guys.
1st and 10, Tigers have the ball. There's a snap, and he actually sends it out there. Tigers are still with the ball to the 20, down to the 10, down to the 5. Tiger touchdown from the 47-yard line. So that's actually a 57-yard touchdown by Jordan Willis to number 15, Ford, for a Tiger touchdown. Tigers now lead 18-3, and that's another 18 unanswered points there in the second quarter for the Tigers.
It's amazing what a little bit of confidence can do, because that was a beautiful pass.
It was.
From Jordan Willis to Jamel Ford coming across on the slant. Just an easy throw, but he fired it in there. Ford caught it on the run out front and was not going to be stopped on his way to the end zone. That was a beautiful play right there from the Tigers.
Tigers going to call a timeout.
They didn't have a man on the field.
Yeah, personnel timeout actually is charged to that one. And 18-3, the Tigers lead. We'll keep it here. 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the half, and Tigers with 18 unanswered, Charlie.
Chad, was that as pretty down there as it was up here? I mean, that play looked perfect.
It's beautiful, and you can see these the lanes that these guys just ran incredible routes on that play. And hey, hats off to number 4 there, Jordan Willis, just putting the ball right where it needed to be. And hey, good things happen when we block up front. We make some real quality throws.
Absolutely.
One addition to tonight's game is the band. We hadn't seen the band this entire year. We hear them to our right, and so it's good to have the Tiger band tonight.
Speaking of bands, Jerome, you know, we talked last week a little bit about what Jackson State was going to do, and they made a decision on Monday.
They did make a decision.
Prime
I told
time.
you it's been a great week, man.
Yeah, Coach Prime.
Coach Prime.
I'm excited about it. I'm not even a JSU fan, but I'm excited about it.
I'll take you to a game, man.
Might convert me.
Jordan Willis is going to be sacked on the 2-point conversion. That's number 5. He busted in there, and that's Dravius Brown on the tackle for the War Eagles. And Tigers leave points on the board out there on the field, I should say, again. And if all things considered, Charlie, that's 5 points there.
Yep, it is. That's
so
5 points.
Could be 23-3, but we'll take 18 for sure.
Yeah, we'll take it, definitely. I mean, it's a couple-score game now, and Tigers seem to be rolling right now. You know, the only thing they can't do is make extra points and 2-point conversions. So if they can continue to score touchdowns, then we'll take it.
Indeed.
Yeah, man, it almost seems normal, Jerome. We got the band, we got the cheerleaders.
You know what? That's a good way of putting what's been an unnormal year. And you know, you got some fans here, and you can see the social distancing and a lot of signage and a lot of event staff out there. You don't see the regular folk in the end zone and different places, but the Wayne County crowd looks pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, it looks real good.
This is about as close to normal as we've been. I like it.
I would think so.
I like it. I was talking to Jerome while he was trying to
Tigers
take a
have
drink.
another kicker out there, and he's going to go deep. That's 23 out to number 3 for the War Eagles. Catches it at the 20. He's still on his feet. That's number 7 down to the 45-yard line. So a 25-yard run there by the War Eagles.
Yeah, we'll see what this Tiger defense can do. But as we mentioned before, now we got a little more time to talk about it. But when the Tigers are bringing pressure, you've got to know how to pass these off. Your running back's got to know how to fill the hole. And so far, the War Eagles just haven't had an answer for the Tigers bringing just one extra guy. I mean, they've got their 4-down linemen they're bringing. And Coach Vance talked about a little bit of scheme this week on Tiger Talk. But bring that one extra guy. It's been Eastman most of the night, but we saw Andrews a couple times on the last drive.
Chafing in the shotgun. They send another man on the opposite side, and wow, Tigers are all over that as well.
Yeah, they sent Eastman that time. But
pretty close to that snap.
Yeah. I mean, he timed it perfectly. He and Andrews have done that both. But it wasn't even Eastman that made the play that time. The offensive line just got blown up. We said that, earlier in the game that the offensive line of the War Eagles is just getting blown up right now by the Tigers.
War Eagles going from right to left on your radio dial. Excuse me, from left to right on your radio dial. Tigers are showing blitz. That's Ishman showing blitz that we just talked about. And Coach Gandy better get him out of that play, whatever they're going to do, because he's coming. War Eagles switching men around. And he does go after him. And wow, Tigers again are there for a possible another interception by the Tigers. That's Jones back there for the interception. He's still on his feet at midfield.
Good blocking right
down
there.
To the 40, still on his feet, going to be knocked down inside the 35-yard line. Ball at the 34, and the flags fly. Not sure what the call is
maybe
there.
Some stuff on the sideline here. That play went out of bounds here on the sideline. But I got to give a shout-out right. I mean, a great play by Joshua Jones. Ball was thrown right to him. Did a good job catching it and bringing it back. But I got to give a shout-out to Tobias Hinton. Hinton got in the backfield, was going to make the sack. Instead, when the quarterback wound up to throw, jumped up and caused him to throw it down the field to a different receiver. But where I got to give him the shout-out is on that return, he was right back here blocking.
Okay, yeah,
he had a
absolutely.
great block. And I said it during the play. I jumped right in front of you. But he was blocking an offensive lineman here, I believe. But he opened up another 20 yards probably for Joshua Jones.
Guys, I can't get a number, but it looks like it may have been the quarterback, number 15, who was down.
I see,
here on the Tiger side. He was there trailing the play, did not make the final tackle, but there was a collision there on the sideline, and he's laying on his back there. And
where is it?
They're tending to him right on
I see.
about the 38-yard line.
I see Southern Bone and Joint out there. That's
what was the signal there? What was the penalty?
Illegal. Yeah, that's unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
So hey, if you unsportsmanlike, you go to the barber studio and become a good sport there.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll
clean yourself up.
They'll sporting you right up. If you're a dirty player,
that's right.
They'll clean you up.
You guys will clean you up over there, the barber studio.
Anyway, I know I got excited about that. I apologize.
No,
but I love
you followed the play.
I love to see it, man.
Well, you follow certain aspects. I'm following the ball.
I just love to see it. The guy was in the backfield, forced the turnover or forced the bad throw, and then turned right around and helped his teammate with a big block over here on the sideline. I love it. Tobias Hinton right there, great job.
And that's Dr. Neil Gregg of Southern Bone and Joint down on the field. Southern Bone and Joint, your orthopedic specialist for Tiger football. Coach Gandy is all the way over too, and looks like he's going to be helped off the field, like his lower leg injury.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's,
not putting pressure on that left leg.
When he was down on that earlier drive, when he came out of the game, he was holding his leg too. But this one looks a little more serious here. He, like you said, kind of holding that leg up, not putting any pressure on it at all.
No whatsoever.
Chad said
but the right person is looking at him, Neil Gregg.
Chad says that Reggie Collier down here on the track.
Legend with First Bank, Reggie Collier.
Down here.
Give him a shout out.
On the sideline for
Welcome
the Tigers.
to the Tiger Den, Death Valley of Hattiesburg. He played in some big games too, didn't he? I think he beat Alabama twice, didn't he?
I think so.
At least once, I know he did.
I'm not a Southern historian, but sounds about right.
Reggie was one of the first quarterbacks to run for 1,000 and pass for 1,000. That's what I do know. Jordan Willis shows the reverse there, and there's Chance Duckworth. He's still on his feet, and juke move almost got him free after about a 15, 14-yard run there. Ball's going to be at the 35-yard line of the War Eagles. Tigers in War Eagle territory, first down.
Yeah, great play right there, Jack Jackson. But I got to give another shout-out. Jaquez Andrews opened that one up. Great block over here on the side. When you get your skill guys.
And Chance went inside
yes,
of him.
He
so
did.
That's exactly what he was supposed to do.
You get your skill guys blocking, you got something going.
Tigers on the road now. There's a handoff to Andrews, and Andrews couldn't find the hole because he ran upon the back of one of his own players and got back to the line of scrimmage for second down now.
Yeah, you can tell when a team is working well together, when everybody's blocking, everybody's doing their part, and that results in big plays.
Second down, 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the quarter. This would be the half as well. There's a pass out to, I think that's Walton Thompson. He catches it short of the sticks. Going to bring up third down and about 5, Charlie.
Yeah, I tell you, it's, again, like I said, it's amazing.
He just went there and sat down. Maybe,
It's amazing what a little bit of confidence can do because Jordan Willis's passes look on point right now.
Willis in the shotgun, has the snap, leaves it with Andrews. Andrews runs over the man, but only maybe 2 yards. It's going to be fourth and maybe 3, 4th and 2, 4th down and 3 for the Tigers.
Yeah, that time it looked like Willis may have had the option to keep it and kind of left it in there late.
Yeah, I think so.
Put it in there late, and
he didn't shoot out there like he probably should have either. A minute and 10 seconds to go in the half. Tigers are letting the clock run down. Maybe Coach Vance is going to call a timeout. I don't even see a play clock on. We know the one on our right hadn't worked at the beginning of the night, but the one here on the left was, and now neither is on. So Coach Vance is going to call a timeout with 54 seconds to go in the half. Tigers up 18-3, trying to get more.
Absolutely.
Now this is better than last week's timeouts around this situation. Oh, man.
Yeah, last week's time, and we talked about that on Tiger Talk too, but last week's clock management by the officials was just atrocious. I mean, it was awful. And Coach Vance didn't want to talk too much bad about. I mean, he talked about it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what he said. I'm looking for my Texas.
But he didn't want to go in. Well, and he talked to me after we were off air too. But he didn't want to go into too much detail on the show. But he agreed that it was. Man, it was bad. It was very bad. And in the defense of the officials on the field, it was the one running the clock that was really messing them up and putting them in a bad position.
I said, Coach, pretty challenges from the officials tonight. He said, who you telling?
Man, I know. He was hot going into halftime.
Yeah. I don't think he went in halftime.
No, he didn't.
About 2 minutes to go.
Right.
To talk to the team. Willis in the shotgun. Tigers send a man through. There's a handoff, a snap to Chance Duckworth. He's going to have a first down on a jet sweep toss. That actually counts as a pass for Jordan Willis. And so about a 12-yard pickup. Tigers move the sticks, first down.
Yeah, you're right. That should actually pad Willis's passing stats right there. About the shortest pass you can possibly throw. But
absolutely,
we'll take it.
Tigers inside the red zone now and going to be at the 12. There's the ball going to the right side and just overthrew Jones there to the end zone. That might have been a play if you just underthrew it in that back shoulder. He could have probably ended up coming down with it.
Yeah, Jones was there wide open. He had number 12 for the War Eagles. That's Javier Parker, junior DB. He just had him beat. I mean, he didn't have any chance. But a better throw is a touchdown right there.
Tigers with 0 timeouts, 37 seconds to go, and I'm sure that pass played into no timeouts. There's Willis, another throw to the sideline, caught, and the ball should be out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. Ball's going to be inside the 10, set at the 8-yard line, down to the 7, actually. I thought he was out of bounds. The clock is running.
He was right there on the sideline. Got to do something, 13 seconds.
There's Willis. He's rolling out. Run it.
Got him.
He had to play. And 7 seconds left.
Yeah.
Jordan could have ran that one in from the 6-yard line.
He could have run it or thrown it. I mean, it was there either way. Joshua Jones
wasn't a first down?
Joshua Jones was wide open right there, and a good pass gives another touchdown.
Tigers need to make sure they know what down it is. It's showing on the field 4th down, but on the clock it's showing 2nd. Tigers with no timeouts. Tigers send a man in motion. Tigers gonna throw it up, and oh wow, what a!
He was out of bounds.
Looked like he had a foot down for number 7.
I'm pretty sure he was out right there. That was a great play. Number 7, Cam Norman, went up and got it. But go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, guys, that was almost an incredible catch there. Cam went up, and I was standing 5 yards from him and tried to tap in, and he was about a half a foot in and about half a foot out.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. I saw that heel come down out of bounds, and it was definitely out of bounds according to Chad. So. But it was a fantastic play to go up, high point that ball, and come down with it, try to get your foot in. And just a great, really second quarter. For about a quarter and a half right there, the Tigers were really rolling.
Tigers score 18 points in the quarter. What we'll do is we'll come back. We'll give you some scores and possibly some stats here at halftime. Tigers go into the locker room leading 18-3 with – I think they're going to get the ball, too, to begin the second half. So thank you for watching and listening. You're watching Tiger or listening to Tiger football here. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Family, food, friends, fun, and celebrations. Walk-ons. It's game day with a taste of Louisiana.
Mask up for our vulnerable, for our healthcare workers, for our first responders, for our businesses, for our teachers and students, for our athletes, for our neighbors, for our friends, and for our families. We all have a part to play in slowing the spread of COVID-19 in our community. Collectively, this small thing can have a great impact. Mask up, Hattiesburg.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors. And we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun, and celebrations. Walk-Ons, it's game day with a taste of Louisiana.
Mask up for our vulnerable, for our healthcare workers, for our first responders, for our businesses, for our teachers and students, for our athletes, for our neighbors, for our friends, and for our families. We all have a part to play in slowing the spread of COVID-19 in our community. Collectively, this small thing can have a great impact. Mask up, Hattiesburg.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors. And we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun, and celebrations. Walk-Ons, it's game day with a taste of Louisiana.
Mask up for our vulnerable, for our healthcare workers, for our first responders, for our businesses, for our teachers and students, for our athletes, for our neighbors, for our friends, and for our families. We all have a part to play in slowing the spread of COVID-19 in our community. Collectively, this small thing can have a great impact. Mask up, Hattiesburg.
I mean, we were talking about it, but then Chad came on. He said, hey, just if we get one play, we're going to see some electricity out of the fans and out of the team. And by golly, that's what happened. And so you go up 18-3, and that's where we are at half. Again, Tigers will get the ball, and let's hear about some scores around the area.
Yeah, so one kind of surprising score here at halftime, East Central over Picayune 7-0. You got Oak Grove over George County 24-14. You got Pascagoula will be down there next week over Pearl River Central right now, 10-8. West Jones Brookhaven not playing because of West Jones and COVID protocols right now. They're going to try to reschedule those games that they're missing. Harrison Central over West Harrison right now, 21-0. You got Moss Point. Goodness, in the second quarter, you got Moss Point over Stone, 42-30.
In the second quarter?
That's what it says, man.
42-30?
That's what it says.
They're playing some ball.
Yeah, at halftime right now, South Jones over Laurel, 14-13. Again, Mike told me before we started this game that Long Beach has had to
I saw a text. I think you said
I didn't say that. Long Beach has had to forfeit. I couldn't think of the word forfeit. Had to forfeit to
Somebody
Gaucher.
said that.
I don't know, Mike Peterson told me before the game. And so apparently Long Beach has some COVID issues.
When do we play them?
I've got the schedule right here. But they apparently have had some.
Well, I know we go to Pascagoula next week.
Yeah, Pascagoula next week, then Picayune. We don't play Long Beach until October 23rd. So still 5 weeks until then. So
I got you. Should be back on track.
Yeah, they should be back rolling at that point. But I mean, that's a big loss. I don't know that they were going to be Gaucher tonight anyway. But you definitely don't want to lose a game by forfeit.
No. Well, you're talking about COVID, the Pac-10 decided to come back and play football, man.
Again, we talked about last week. I think some of these guys are realizing, or some of these leagues are realizing that they might have jumped the gun a little bit and made the wrong decision, and now they're having to tuck their tail and kind of come back. Yeah, Pac-12, but it's all good, man. You got
used to be the Pac-10, right?
You got on to me last week about sneaking jabs in at you, so I'm trying not to do that anymore. I'm trying to be a better person. I want to be part of the solution instead of part of the problem, Jerome. So I'm not sneaking jabs in anymore. But
I called it myself. Yeah.
But yeah, well, it's crazy because the Big Ten's got 14 teams in it, so it's one of those
should
things.
Should be the Big 14.
Yeah, it should, but who knows, man. But anyway, I think a lot of these leagues are having to eat a little bit of crow here, and because the NFL has gone so well, college football so far has gone really well, and high school football has gone extremely well. And
you think about all those things, and you think about those conferences who did say, hey, we're going to play in the spring. A lot of the lower level conferences, and the main reason is because they couldn't possibly pay for testing like some of the others. They couldn't provide all the proper equipment like some of the others. So we understand the reasons why, but there was definitely a need for, let's say, your Power 5 to kind of take a approach. Let's see what happens, and you're seeing now where you're just talking about eating crow. But I'm thankful that the SWAC decided to hold off, because guess what? If we wouldn't have Coach Prime.
Coach Prime, you're right, man. And they're saying he had his first, and you probably know this behind the scenes. They're saying he had his first conversation whenever he brought his high school team over to play MRA.
Well, I don't know if it was his first.
Okay.
It was one of many, as I'm understanding some things as it's unfolding. But yeah, Jackson State made history by hiring Deion Sanders as their head coach, and it has sparked a lot of debate. And when you think about recruiting, and one thing that Jackson State has over every school in the state is Jackson State has 4 Hall of Famers in the NFL Hall of Fame, and several others in the record books, and potentially 5 with Jimmy Smith, and even potentially Harold Jackson with 6. So you look at that being a storied program and the opportunities that come about. And where I'm going with this, Charlie, is what we know about football. If you're good enough, the scouts are going to find you. And I think what has happened over the years is the Power 5 gets bigger. They get nicer facilities. They get stronger. And, a lot of times we go for the glittering gold to a place, and where mom and dad will not only get to see you at the games, but your relatives will see you on TV and see you playing. I think with this move, with Sanders and possibly others out there, that you'll start seeing some of those SWAC games, those HBCU games to come online, and it'll start giving notice to some of their players. Grambling, which is also a storied program, they signed the #1 quarterback, who was a 4-star out of the state of New York this week, or he declared here in the early signing period with Grambling. So it just goes to show you, potentially if you're good enough, you can go anywhere and play, and they're going to see you and give you a shot.
I'll tell you one thing that just kind of popped in my head, and I've thought about this in the past, but as you were talking about these Power 5 schools, getting the facilities and getting, all these things that they can throw at recruits, a lot of kids go to those schools and don't ever see the field. So what you're about to see is, in the next year, they're going to pass this one-time transfer rule. I mean, it's coming. It's coming. From everything that I've heard and read, every college kid's going to get a free one-time transfer, anywhere they want to go and not have to sit out. Right now, if you transfer from school to school, you've got to sit out a year.
1 year, right.
And so they're about to pass this rule that you can have a free one-time transfer. And what Deion can do is go and all of the SWAC schools, all of the schools in the lower level divisions can go and get these kids that were recruited by these big schools, that have the talent to go and play at these big schools but aren't seeing the field. They can come back, play at Jackson State, play for Coach Prime, and I think you're going to see a lot of that as well.
Well, and I'm not familiar with that rule. I have to definitely go and look up that and get some information on it. But Jackson State did see a kid actually decommit, he was on the Mississippi State team and says, hey, he's transferring immediately. And so my wife asked me, and she said, well, can he do that? Isn't he in classes right now? I said, well, I think we're going to be playing spring football, so if he decides to transfer and it's for the spring, then he should be eligible. But I'm not too familiar with that. But he should be able to play in the spring. I would assume.
Yeah, that's
he's going to be a student in the spring.
That's a weird deal, and I don't know if it's never happened before, so you don't know. But
right.
You know, obviously, I don't think that they would let him play for state in the fall and then play in the spring again. But if he's already said he's transferring, doesn't play for a team in the fall, and is enrolled in school, even if he waits until January to enroll, I don't know why he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, right. And Charlie, you said something last week that this
don't
conversation.
Don't pull my passwords.
This is a good one. This conversation right here, and even Tiger Talk, we can take this to a podcast. So we may start recording this, what we do in the at half, John, if you're listening, and turn it into a podcast.
Man, we just do some talking in here, man. It's just like sitting at the sports bar and just chatting, man. It doesn't
absolutely.
always have to be about sports. It just turns into whatever. So
well, and as we think about sports, the SEC starts tomorrow.
Yep.
We were going up to Oxford to see Cam, but we decided not to go. They play 11 o'clock against Florida. Now, Cam, who's of course that's my son, y'all, and he's one of the equipment managers, and he said, "Daddy, we gonna beat Florida."
Did he?
I said, so this is what I said to him, Charles. I said, well, Cam, you're seeing and you're talking about your guys. He's talking about Snoop. He's talking about Jalen Ely. He's talking about Matt Corral. He's talking about last year, Oak Grove.
John Rice Plumlee.
He's talking about Plumlee. Plumlee's going to be in the slot, matter of fact.
Okay.
He's not going to be at QB. Corral's going to be at QB.
Corral's the QB. Yeah,
he's talking about Moore. He's saying, man, listen, we're going to be able to score on them, and our defense in practice, they shutting the offense down. I said, well, Cam, what that tells me is that you hadn't seen Florida, and they're ranked number 4, number 5 for a reason. I would imagine they got some horses over there that can go as well.
Sometimes you get a little bit jaded when you start to watch your guys and they look good and they look your offense looks good against your defense. But if your defense is dominating your offense, that may say something about your offense.
Yeah.
I mean sometimes you can get a little jaded. But hey, he may be right. And if they win it tomorrow, you better take that boy out for a steak dinner because he told you. He told you. And look, if
he owes me so much, he need to take me out.
If they beat Florida tomorrow, I'll take him out to a steak dinner. How about that? We'll go to his restaurant of choice there in Oxford, and we'll have a nice dinner.
Well, continuing on with college football, you look at Southern Miss now 0-2. We saw Walden come in for his first game. I watched most of the game, if not all, and did see a lot of energy. I saw the guys just jumping around, having fun. And, college football, it just sometimes the way the foot drops in maybe, and I say that with no pun intended. But if you think about this now, certain decisions when you think about being aggressive and you think about, hey, let's just get the points here, as we've gone for 2 twice and we're left 5 points on the field. Southern had an opportunity to kick a field goal and decided to go for it and didn't get it. Now, if you get it, it's the best play you've ever ran and ever called, and you're a hero. But if you don't get it, then you lose those points. And that happened early in the game, And the commentators went back and talked about it, and lo and behold, La Tech comes in and wins on a toe tap there, 31-30 to send the Eagles down to 0-2 with both games at home. So hopefully they can come back from this.
Yeah, I watched most of that game too, and I'm not a USM. I cheer for them because they're the home team, you know, and so
absolutely.
I root for them. But I'm an Ole Miss guy. But what I saw was it was just a good game.
It was a good game.
It was a good game. It's a good, exciting football game. It didn't end the way you wanted it to, but it held.
I felt sorry for him. I really did, man.
Yeah, it held your attention to the very last second.
Mm-hmm.
They had to make a good play to win it. You know, it was
fourth down play too.
Play had to be made to win it, and they made it. But what I did see was energy, excitement, and that's what Scotty Walden brings to them. And again, I don't know how long that shtick will work in college football, in Division I college football, but if he can do it enough just to get them going, then he'll be all right. It worked the other night. I mean, they look like a completely different team week 2 than week 1. And so I don't know, how long you can just ride off of being an energy up tempo guy, but it's working right now. And if he can get those guys, he can get recruits in there that like that are excited about that. He can start winning some games. Then you're rolling, man.
Yeah. He may very well just be okay. And as we think about now transitioning to the NFL, we saw the Saints you don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. We talked about
listen, they had to open the new stadium in Vegas. And listen, when you do those kind of things, that team's supposed to win, Charlie. I mean, and you're in Vegas, and I bet it was so much money on that game. Opening new stadium, you had Michael Thomas out, and I'm sure somebody made a bunch of money that weekend.
Oh, absolutely. And like you said, it's just like the night they reopened the Superdome. Atlanta had no chance.
No chance.
They lost that game before they stepped off the bus, and
no chance.
And and the Saints went into Las Vegas and they just got beat, man. They jumped out to an early lead. I thought it was going to get out of hand pretty quick, and Coach, we talked about on Tiger Talk. Coach Vance is a Raiders fan, so he got to take his shot, but the Saints just didn't look good, and they're blaming Drew Brees. They're saying he's washed up, and I've read articles.
I was going to ask you about that. What you think?
So he may be declining, but it's not as bad as, and I think this is Drew's last year, but it's not as bad as first thought. I've gone back and I listened to a lot of Saints podcasts. Read a lot of Saints articles, and there were several of those plays where receivers stopped their routes and ran the wrong route.
Sanders missed two, dropped two, I should say.
I think some of it is Mike Thomas is such a big part of the offense. These other guys are the newer guys, and Traquan Smith looked great, but he's a guy that's been there,
right?
And so there's just you're seeing some maybe Drew declining, but you're also seeing some just not quite on the same page yet. And
it's a 50.
He just nailed that one. Pre-game here or halftime warm-ups, the kicker for Wayne County just nailed.
Well, that was a 52. He's going to go back now to the 38, add 17, 55.
So, but yeah, I think it can be both things, and you also can't say. I mean, you talk to anybody and they'll tell you that Mike Thomas is either the best receiver in the league or number 2. And so you can't just say, hey, the best receiver in the league is not in this game and blame the quarterback. I mean, if he's that good and he's that big a part of your team, then you're obviously not going to be quite as good. Now,
58.
Not quite.
Shot.
Now, the defense was awful, and there's no excuse for that. They couldn't stop Waller, the tight end, just could not stop him.
God.
And I got so tired of hearing that kid's name. But
listen, that's all they had. They threw it to him every play.
That was it. That was all they had. Yeah.
Well, that was good from 58 that time.
Yeah.
Maybe his leg was tied.
Maybe. That was all they had, and couldn't do anything. I mean, and Derek Carr, come on, man.
He was on. He was. Look, if you don't get Waller or Carr on your fantasy team after those games, man, those guys look really good.
I do have to say though, as new stadiums go, some of these new stadiums are atrocious. The one in Atlanta is just ugly, but I'm a big fan of the one in Vegas.
Man, listen,
I like
saw
it.
somebody wrote, I could spend the night in this one. It was just that nice,
Well,
man.
it's got the black glass around it and stuff. I mean, I like
man.
it. It looks good. I really
Spend some
like
money on it. You know any figures on that?
it. No, but I know the one in that they built in Los Angeles that's for the Chargers and the Rams. It's kind of the indoor-outdoor thing that they've got going on. I think they spent $4 billion on that. Man, I don't know. But anyway, that was we'll see. We'll see how they bounce back. They get Aaron Rodgers and the Packers that are
Packed.
on fire right now coming into the Dome.
Aaron's got
Sunday
something
night.
to prove, man.
Yeah, they're rolling right now.
And Aaron Jones, man, he's
good.
looking like the best running back in the league right now.
Yeah. no
So
doubt.
you add those two combinations, and Saints gonna have to play. Is Thomas still out?
Yeah, they ruled Thomas out today, so
They did?
he's not going to play, which is probably smart. High ankle sprain, he's going to need 2 or 3 weeks, so probably smart to not play him right now. And maybe Traquan will have another good game, and maybe we can get Emmanuel Sanders involved because he caught one pass last week and it was in garbage time. He was the guy that was supposed to come in and be the number 2.
He was.
And so again, admittedly, he has admitted that he's had a little bit of a hard time with some of the packages and things like that, with some of the terminology in Sean Payton's offense. So hopefully he can catch on to that and get rolling. But the Saints really need him to step up, and I think they need to use Kamara and Murray a little more.
Yeah, and just one point about Sanders. He came over from the 49ers, and they ruled Garoppolo out this week. And guess who's going to start? Southern Miss
Nick
alum
Mullins.
Nick Mullins is going to get the call.
Yeah, good for him, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're getting set here to kick it off from the War Eagles. And the Tigers will be set to return. Again, Tigers up 18-3 here in tonight's game. Definitely want to thank our sponsors for supporting Tiger football. Coca-Cola, the First, the National Banking Association, Forest General Hospital, City of Hattiesburg, Forest County Board of Supervisors, Southern Bone and Joint, First Bank, Payne Companies, Walk-Ons, Bistro and Bar, Havard Pest Control, Southeast Mississippi Rural Health Initiative, and Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. And there's the kick, and he's going to kick it all the way into the end zone. Again, that's number 37 for the War Eagles. Remember that name, Nathan Busby. Busby will be kicking for somebody, and he's a senior. He will be kicking for somebody next year. Chad, what was the mood there in the locker room?
Yeah, guys, kind of another closed-door meeting with what COVID has going on. But I know coming out of the locker room, just seeing the guys running out of the field and just hearing everybody talk about, it's still all gas, still got to put a lot of intensity into this game. 18-3, a couple of scores. These Tiger teams need to hang a few more points on the board.
Willis in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Tigers with 2 receivers, one to the left, one to the right. There's a flag on the play to stop the play. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a shift on the Tigers. Yeah.
False start against the Tigers, 5-yard penalty.
Tigers will be penalized 5 yards. Brings up 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Ball's going to be set on the 15-yard line. Jordan Willis in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to, I believe that's Andrews back there in the backfield. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down for the Tigers. They're calling it no gain now. Back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe 1 there. Andrews back there with Willis. Coach Vance is calling the play. Willis is putting Andrews in the I formation behind him. Fakes the handoff. He rolls to the right. He's going to have a man. He's going to keep it still on his feet. And is going to slide down after about a 8-yard pickup. Going to bring up 3rd down now for the Tigers. Tigers trying to convert to continue the possession. Third down now and 6 for the Tigers. Did get a score at half that George County is leading Oak Grove 24-17 at the half. Tigers send a man in motion. Willis has the snap, and it is snapped over his head. Willis actually picks it up and still on his feet and gonna have a man and underthrown him. He's gonna be hit late with, that's gonna be a roughing on the on Wayne County. So Willis is gonna get the first down from the illegal hit. Personal foul, yes. Roughing the passer, that's the call there. It was close there, Chad. Did you see it that way, or did he hit him in the helmet, or what?
Yeah, I think it did enough that it caused him to really underthrow that ball there. I think that's where the contact came in. The play was still happening, and right after he let go, he's hit, not able to finish his motion. So I think that constituted that penalty.
Yeah, like the Tigers got bailed out on that one just a little bit.
That's another bailout for the Tigers. Willis in the shotgun is going to hand it to Andrews. Andrews get through the line of scrimmage, still on his feet. He's going to have about 11 or 12 yards, and he popped up there from that tackle, and great athlete there.
Nice little move to get up right there.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what that's called, but it was cool.
Looked like one of them no-hand springs,
Yeah.
that you do.
Not you do. Not me do.
No, sir. You don't know how this back is hurting now, but Tigers with another first down, back-to-back first downs there for the Tigers, and gets across midfield, and there's a pass into the seam there on a slant there. Another first down for the Tigers. It's going to be an 11-yard pickup again down to the War Eagle 37-yard line. So Tigers putting the back-to-back first downs, or 3 in a row, on this drive.
The kids these days say they're feeling yourself. Jordan Willis is feeling himself right now.
There's a handoff out to Andrews, and Andrews may be close to another first down, Charlie. So another quick, let's give him 9 on that play. He bounces it out of bounds. May have had more if he stayed between the tackles there, or the hashes.
Yeah, Tigers back out here with that same momentum that they had going into the half. They were able to roll it over, it looks like, and doing a good job after the bailout on the personal foul penalty down here. Moving right down the field at this point.
Tigers with Andrews in the backfield, one up man. Tigers send a man in motion, and they're going to hand it to Andrews, and he's going to be hit and not gain the line to gain, which was a 1 yard for a first down. Looks like he may have lost 2 yards on that, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers.
Yeah, they faked the jet sweep there to Jamel Ford, and if he had handed it to that, Ford was wide open, had plenty of room around the right side. May see them come back to that here in a minute.
There's a pass out to Walden Thompson, and he's going to have it at the sticks, and another first down. That's 4 first downs on this drive for the Tigers, Charlie. So Tigers, that momentum and it is carrying them on through this quarter.
Yeah, when you throw to Walton, he's not getting yards after the catch. He
catches
it and falls right down.
He's going down.
But he does catch it, so that's a good point.
And, hey, here he is. He was looking for him down the sideline, and Jordan Willis is going to be sacked on the play. Probably brought it down a little too early there, and instead of just throwing it away. And that's something that we saw from him a lot last year. Hadn't seen much of it this year, thankfully, but in that time, didn't make a quick decision.
Yeah, he was looking at Walton Thompson, and I think Thompson came open. Maybe a little bit after he pulled that ball down, but the pass was potentially there, just wasn't able to connect.
Well, Walton's been going 5 and set for the last few plays, and so Maya did a stutter step. I didn't see what he did, but that may be what got him open. Mm-hmm. Brings up now a long 2nd down back to the 32-yard line, and the screen is on for the Tigers, and Jordan's going to keep it, and then throws it away. I'm wondering if was he past the line?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, you know, they did get him last week on that one time.
4 yards over.
But that time I don't think he was quite there yet. Did a good job to elude the rusher there. But
yeah, he came untouched. Number 9 for the War Eagles was back there in the backfield pretty quick. So Tigers a little momentum maybe snapped here a little bit. Brings up 3rd down and long. 3rd down and looks like 16, 17 yards to go.
Tigers behind the chains here for the first time in a while. We haven't seen that in a long time here.
There's a snap. Tigers bobble it, and Jordan picks it up, and he's just going to fall down with the bobble, and not, you know, after the first 4 first downs, just didn't look good from there on. Maybe something. I don't know. Just didn't look comfortable.
Yeah,
out there.
just that right there was just that was just on the quarterback and the running back there.
Now it looks like the Tigers are going to go for it, or maybe we throw in that quick punt. Yeah, here it is.
Oh,
they're running in to punt the ball. There comes Matt Adams, going to put his heels on the 50-yard line. There's the snap. There's the kick, and he's going for the coffee.
Yeah, he is.
Going for the coffee.
Go get
going
it.
for
Go
the
get
coffee.
it.
Down to the 5, down to the 3. He's going to be stopped and down at about the 2-yard line. A little concerned about you carrying it on in the end zone.
Yeah, don't need to do that. Yeah, don't need to play that game. But yeah, that was a perfectly executed situation. So to kind of explain what happened, the Tigers left the offense on the field. They were on the left hash closest to their sideline. So they had it planned to where they would get down and then immediately run the entire offense off the field, the punt team on the field, so that the War Eagles couldn't change their defense. They had their defense out there, couldn't change it, and then they just do a little pooch kick with Matt Adams, and he kicked it perfectly and got it down inside the 5-yard line. So that was perfectly executed all the way around.
Yeah, ball was on the 32. His heels was on the 50 and puts it down on the 3. So great punt, and there's a handoff right up the middle for the War Eagles, doing what they did in the first quarter that got him some momentum, and almost maybe a 7-yard pickup for the Warriors.
Yeah, I think they might have gotten away from that a little too quickly in the first half.
Chafin again is going to hand it off. Zone read out there to number 7 again. He's going to have a first down, about a 12-yard pickup there for the Warriors.
Yeah, the running backs were really successful in the first half, and also when they went fast, and that's what they're doing right now. They're going fast.
That's Williamson again. And Tigers are trying to get set, and Chafin's going to hand it off to Williamson again, and he's going to maybe pick up 3 on that time. Tiger defense line ready for him on that play.
It's actually still Holyfield in at quarterback right now. Chafin, we saw go off the field earlier with the leg injury. So Holyfield, number 4, the quarterback.
Holyfield in the shotgun. He's going to roll out, left-handed quarterback, and he's going to throw the ball, and there's a flag call on the Tigers, and that's Thompson out there. The back judge makes that call.
I think he had his arm hooked, Jerome. It looked like he had the receiver's arm pulled behind him, and that one was pretty easy call right there on Walton Thompson. But
well, if not, that may have been a perfect pass out there for Holyfield.
Yeah, he very well may have saved a touchdown on that play, but yeah, definitely pass interference there on Walton Thompson. That's the first time we've seen Holyfield throw the ball, and it was not bad.
Pass interference from the 28 gives them 15 yards out to the 43-yard line. First down, War Eagles in their own territory. There's a snap. Holyfield's going to leave it again with a back, and he's going to have his legs cut out from under him. Sure way to bring a tackler down right there. Maybe after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, we've seen Brian Eastman do that a couple of times, able to get in there and
just get low.
Yeah, get low, and they can't go anywhere without their legs, Jerome. That's
they can't.
How the human body works, and brings them down quickly.
We got a heat timeout. 5 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the third. Tigers still up 18-3.
Coach Vance down here arguing with not arguing. in a heated conversation with an official about something that happened. He was pointing at the sideline, so I'm not really sure what that's about, but Coach Vance not happy about something. You know, when those lefty quarterbacks throw it, the ball spins the wrong way.
Spins a little different. Michael Vick,
you know, left-handers
spin it a little different.
You know, left-handers don't do anything the right way.
Charlie, did you make up that one on your own?
I just made that all by myself.
I like it, man. Man, you a genius.
My dad's a lefty. I have to take my shots when I can get them.
War Eagles back with the ball, bobbles the snap, and Tigers are out there on him, and Holyfield is running and actually throws the ball. Tigers had him and couldn't bring him down, Charlie.
Yeah, 2 Tiger defenders had their hands on him, couldn't bring him down, and Holyfield did a great job breaking both of those tackles and then got a decent pass off, was able to continue to look downfield, found a receiver on the sideline, and just a little bit off target, but man, that was not bad from the sophomore quarterback.
3rd down, and I'm saying 8 for the War Eagles.
I think you might be right.
Ball set on the 46-yard line. Tigers showing a 4-man front with a blitz coming right up the middle. That's number 9, and Tigers are going to have it.
Yeah,
Tigers are going to have it. They couldn't catch everybody, and that's 56, 54, 58,
59.
50.
Oh, 50, yeah, it was 50.
That's number 50.
50 for the Tigers. That is Jamari Gatlin.
Gatlin forces a punt.
Name we haven't called yet, but makes a great play right there at a big time for the Tigers. And Holyfield just pulled it down, was going to run with it, and it was going to be a long run. You know, I don't know that he was going to pick up the 1st down anyway, but Gatlin shut the door and made sure he didn't get anything.
Ishman ran through the gap and caused that to break down. There's a snap, and the punt is in there. Great punt by the War Eagles coming down, and the Tigers have it at about the 10. He's still on his feet. That's Jones all the way out to the 35-yard line. So he corralled that at about the 7-yard line. So great punt by the War Eagles, and he's able to advance it all the way out to the 35-yard line, about a 28-yard punt return.
Yeah, I think he might have outkicked his coverage just a little bit there, Jerome. It was a deep, deep kick, and Joshua Jones able to get up a little head of steam coming upfield and did a good job finding a lane.
Jones kind of caught that with his helmet and his shoulder pad.
He bobbled it a little bit, yeah. Yeah, he did. I was a little nervous when he caught it.
It could have been bad, but he held on. Great return. Willis in the shotgun. He's going to leave it there with Andrews, and Andrews on ahead of his team. Going to have about 14, maybe 15 yards, 14 yards to be exact. Out to about the 48-yard line. So Tigers move the chains and look like they're going to try to go fast.
So we saw Andrews fumble on the first possession. And I don't know if you've noticed, but now when he runs, he has both arms on the ball. He is not putting that ball in
and
one
we hadn't
arm.
seen Ellis Brown
we haven't.
Since the first quarter either. So there's a handoff to Andrews, and he's knocked down. Back at the line of scrimmage, going to bring up 2nd down and 10. No gain on that play.
I see Brown on the sideline. Nobody tended to him or anything, so maybe this is Jaquez Andrews' game.
Well, he has 2 touchdowns on the night.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Tigers get to play. Willis is in the shotgun. Tigers have an up man. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. There's a handoff, actually a keeper by Jordan Willis, and that might have been the one where he left it with.
Going to be a penalty flag, a late penalty flag, so pushing and shoving out there, I think.
I don't think a flag hit the. Yeah, it is
it's right there.
Sitting on it. Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, guys, looks like that's going to be a personal foul on number 71, Marquand Perkins. Little activity after the whistle. It looked like to me it was just trying to finish the play out. Maybe not have heard the whistle, but it looks like they're going to get him for a little excessive activity.
I tell you what, he was way downfield.
He really was.
The play was back here. He was at least 10 yards, 11 yards downfield when that happened. It is personal foul on the Tigers. So that'll back them up even more.
Well, in a situation like that, if he's blocking downfield, the guy who he's blocking didn't take kindly of it, and you know he may have hit him in the stomach or something like that. You know, our guy just, and he was a smaller guy too. You know, he just blew him up. You know?
Yeah, not sure on that one, but yeah, he was way downfield. So kind of odd right there. The flag was pretty late as well.
Brings up a 3rd down, and oh man, that's almost 30. Jordan Willis looks, and he's just going to throw one out long, and wow, that possibly could have been a flag.
Why is that?
He stopped his route.
Why is there not a
hit.
flag there? I mean, the defender literally ran into him.
Stopped his route.
I mean, I guess they're saying the ball was uncatchable, but man.
Definitely stopped his route. Tigers will punt. It goes to show you how at the end of the half, those points as we were on the 7-yard line would have been really good here as you have no score. We're 3 minutes till the end of the 3rd quarter. Tigers will punt. Matt is back there, and he has the snap under a heavy rush. Good punt by Matt. And pretty dangerous there by Wayne County in fielding that catch, but do so at their own 33-yard line.
Matt Adams hobbling off the field as well. See if Chad.
But they got back there on him.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't know that anybody hit him though. I don't know. You know, he had a hamstring deal, which is why he missed that one game. So I don't know if maybe he re-aggravated that. See if Chad might can find out an answer on that. But he did hobble to the sideline.
Yeah, he's got a little bobble now on the step.
That was a good punt though, and number 21, that was Bakari McCall. A little risky on the catch.
Holyfield back in. War Eagles showing a different look there on offense with 4 receivers out there. Usually show 2, now showing 4, but did hand off the ball. Is going to get up about a 3-yard pickup. That's number 7 again for the War Eagles. That's
Williamson.
2nd down, and I'm going to give him 4. 2nd down and 6 for the War Eagles. Holyfield leaves it again with Williamson, and no gain. Ball comes out, and let's see where they mark it. They're going to keep him on the 40-yard line.
Ooh, I don't know about that. I think they're saying his 4 priors was stopped, but that ball came out of there. For it to have rolled all the way back to the quarterback, it was out of there for a while. Rolled right to Holyfield.
Well, it's going to bring up 3rd down. They didn't move it back, Charlie. 3rd down, trips to the right, 1 to the left. And there's a keeper by the quarterback. He's going to be taken down. That's 14 by Tobias Hinton. And we hadn't called his, well, except when he went over and jumped off.
When I got excited a little bit. But yeah, that one right there, that was, they tried to trick the Tigers right there, a little sleight of hand, and Tobias Hinton was not having it. He read it beautifully from the beginning and brings down Holyfield for a big loss. And now the Tiger offense will get the ball right back. I mean, that didn't take long at all.
Not a lot of activity here in the 3rd. We're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the half. War Eagles will punt. Tigers have 2 receivers back for the punt, and it's going to come down to Jones. Is going to bounce to him at about the 22-yard line. He's going to roll to the right. There's flags out. It's going to be a block in the back on the Tigers, and it's going to push him back. So the line is probably I guess they're going to mark it from the 26 and going to mark it back. So probably be on the 16, Charlie.
Yeah, you had Joshua Jones catch it over on the far right side of the field, and anytime you try to come all the way back across the field, you run the risk of having one of those blocking the backs, and that's exactly what they got right there. It was pretty obvious.
Well, I didn't realize that's a personal foul, so they moved it 15 yards.
That may have been a crackback block, actually.
That's probably, yeah, 15 yards actually on that. He signaled. Yeah, this. So gonna put it back inside the 10 now. down to about the 7-yard line where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
They're at the 12.
7. 12. There's a handoff to Andrews, nothing doing. Down to about the 11, maybe a loss of 1 there. Charlie. Sorry, Charlie. Charlie's sorry. Sorry, Charlie.
I was trying to do it quietly. Yes,
12-7, it's all the same.
yeah.
But obviously I should have known it wasn't inside the 10. You know, there's the throw out there to Matt Adams, and Matt's taken down immediately at the point when the ball reaches and he's unable to bring it in. So he's going to come on out.
Yeah, you'd hope he would catch that ball, hit him right in the hands. Good throw from Jordan Willis. Bring up 3rd down now and long.
3rd and 11 for the Tigers, 44 seconds to go in the 3rd, and Tigers holding on to 18-3 lead here. Willis in the shotgun, has a snap. He's looking. There's a screen out, and pass is incomplete. That's number 13. He had his mitts on it, and Graves unable to bring it in.
Man, that was set up perfectly, too. He had a lane right between the hashes, right up the middle of the field.
He'd been going right up the middle.
Yeah, right up the middle of the field, and he just maybe turned his head upfield just a little too quick. He might have seen that lane, too, and got wide-eyed, but wasn't able to haul it in. So the Tigers will punt, and this has just been a punt fest here in the 3rd quarter.
It has. 41 seconds to go in the quarter. Matt Adams standing inside the end zone, and there's the kick. It is going to be end over end. It's going to roll past the 50. Going to keep going down to, wow, the 40-yard line. So that's a 60-yard punt for Matt Adams, who is keeping the War Eagles at bay. We got one inside the 3-yard line here right before that, and so is able to get the Tigers really outside of their own territory and let the War Eagles have it in at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's definitely been a weapon. He's been a weapon all season, but this game he has really been good. The War Eagles will start on their own 40.
War Eagles went back to that offense where they got the two men back there, and that's number 7, Williamson, with the handoff. He's stretching it out to the left side. Maybe got one. Not a whole lot there for him.
Williamson running not quite running as hard as he was earlier in the game. Now Wally was the one too that they had more success with early in the game. He was the one that was a little bit harder for the Tigers to bring down. We haven't seen him carry it a whole lot.
There's another handoff to him again, and he's running behind that offensive line. And he's going to have the 1st down that time. Picks up about 10 right there to give him a 1st down. And what that does is gets us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Tigers still up 18-3. You're listening and watching to Hattiesburg Tiger football. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. Seconds.
Welcome to Walk-On's Bistro and Bar, where every dish starts from scratch. Fresh ingredients bring our food to life. Mouth-watering cuisine, unique flavors. And we're always more than happy to share our Southern charm and culture. A love of life, family, food, friends, fun, and celebrations. Walk-Ons, it's game day with a taste of Louisiana.
Mask up for our Golden.
I'm Jerome Brown, and with me in the booth is Charlie Rogers, not Wallace, and on the field is our sideline reporter is Chad Davis. We're bringing you Tiger football. We're in the 4th quarter, and the Tigers are holding on to a 15-point lead. So 2-possession game here, Charlie.
Yeah, definitely, and they've been holding on to that for a while now.
War Eagles send a man in motion, and Holyfield makes the throw out to number 7. That's Williamson, and he comes down with the catch on first down, where possibly didn't look like the best play.
Lucky.
But
That's
yeah, okay, we'll just call it
Holyfield just threw that ball up, and Williamson just happened to be there.
Well, that puts the ball now in Tiger territory at the Tiger 39-yard line. Is that the right yard line, John? There's a handoff and hard running there by number 2 for the War Eagles. That's Wally. You mentioned it a while ago. We hadn't seen Wally, and that's that hard running.
Wally has been the better back tonight, and they haven't given him the ball nearly as much as Williamson, but he's been the more effective runner.
Second down and 7 for the Warriors. 3-yard pickup. Holyfield leaves it to Wally. Wally's going to have the first down. Able to get past 2 tacklers for the Tigers, and Wally's going to get it out there to the 25-yard line. So War Eagles on the move.
Maybe I said it too many times, Jerome. Maybe
did they hear you say get Wally in?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
I don't think he played the whole third.
No.
Holyfield in the shotgun is going to give it to Wally again. Wally's going to make some man miss and going to pick up maybe 5 on that carry. And, on that attempt to make a guy miss, I think he kind of tripped on his own.
Yeah. I mean, he runs hard now. He's smaller than Williamson, 6 foot 187, but man, he runs hard. He's hard to bring down.
Second down and 5 for the Warriors. Holyfield in the shotgun, looking back for the play. Has the snap, and he's going to throw. He's looking and throws it out there, and completed pass, slant over the middle for the War Eagles. Yeah, very good throw. It's going to be inside the 5-yard line, maybe down to the 2 or 3. War Eagles in business.
Yeah, that was just a really good throw right there from Holyfield.
And there's a snap, going to leave it to number 29, and Tobias Hinton breaks through and throws him down for a loss on the play. So brings up 2nd and goal now for the War Eagles.
Kind of a mystery to me right there why you get down here close to the goal line and then you rode Wally all the way down here, then you hand it off to your 5'4".
They gave him a breather. He's back in.
Yeah, you hand it to your 5'4" running back.
There's the War Eagles with a hard count, and War Eagles seeing some momentum. You can hear their crowd yelling from where we are, Charles.
Yeah, they're just happy to see something going right now for the War Eagles. It's been a while since they've seen any of that.
Gonna move the ball back inside, maybe at the 4-yard line. War Eagles gonna have it now. 2nd down and goal. Free 5 from the Tigers. War Eagles with 1 man in the backfield. That's Wally. And he leaves it with Wally, and Wally's going to be in the end zone for the War Eagles. And that 2-possession game now just turned to 1. We know they should kick the field goal. And but if Tigers doesn't score again, they're going to have to go for 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, rode Wally all the way down there. And I don't know, honestly, I'm glad they haven't, but I don't know why they haven't done that more.
Sure.
37, the kicker for the War Eagles. That is Nathan Busby.
There's a snap. Kick is up. It is through. It is good. War Eagles get back on the scoreboard and answer from 18 to bring the score to 18-10 as we're now in 1-possession game.
Yeah, so I went downstairs a little earlier and saw some city officials, some Hattiesburg city officials. I see them sitting right out here in front of us, Mayor Barker and Councilman George, Jeffrey George, and it's taking in some Hattiesburg High football. They come to pretty much every game.
They do.
They're here quite a bit.
They're large supporters of the Tigers.
We've had them both on halftime shows at different times.
And I think this week we're supposed to have Mayor Barker on Tiger Talk.
I don't know, man. Can you set that up?
Well, I think that's what he told me.
Okay. I'm in.
I'm looking for him to give me a thumbs up. He's usually listening or watching some kind of way.
I'm in if he's in.
I think he was turning around to look.
Tigers need to have a drive here. Even if it doesn't come out with points, they need to at least run some clock and have a drive.
Run some clock, indeed. There's the kick, 37. It's going to sail
Kid's got a
into the
leg.
end zone. Yeah, it does. Tigers will have it at the 20-yard line. First down with 9 minutes and 21 seconds to go in tonight's game. Tigers are up by 8, excuse me. You think about, and I'm thinking 3, I'm thinking about the points, but it's actually 5 that we left on the field doing extra points for tonight.
Yeah, we missed 1 extra point and 2 two-point conversions. Now, if you're making the extra points, it probably is 3 because you probably kicked the extra points. But after we missed the first one, then we went for 2 twice, so that turns into 5 potential points that are not there.
Willis in the shotgun. Willis is just going to keep it. He's just running to the right. He keeps going. Thought he was going to get hit. Maybe picks up 1, maybe 2 yards on the play. Stays in bounds, so the clock is running. We're under 9 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mentioned I called out blocking earlier in the game. Now blocking on the edge, not quite as good as it was earlier.
Willis in the shotgun. He's going to leave it there with Andrews, and Andrews goes right to in between the hashes and falls forward, and he looks like he's down.
Yeah, he's a little slow getting up. Well, he's not going to get up here. Trainer's going to tell him to stay down, go out and check on him.
8 minutes, 35 seconds. Jaquez Andrews is down for the Tigers.
He had several War Eagles come down on top of him. We'll see. I'm sure we'll see Ellis Brown now. And he was trying to get up. I mean, I think they told him to stay down at that point, but he was trying to get up. He's sitting up now.
He's sitting right.
It's a big third down coming up for the Tigers.
He's going to limp off. He is putting the weight on that right leg.
Yeah, so actually going to see Eastman and Chance Duckworth come in.
What's with Ellis Brown?
He's down there. I saw him.
Jordan Willis with a 3rd down and 3. There's a handoff to, I think he's going to get it, to the spark plug there. Chance Duckworth is on the, it was close to a toss, but it may have been a handoff on a jet sweep.
Yeah, needed a couple, got just a couple. So I think he got right to the line. It is going to be a 1st down. So, but again, coaches next to us talking about the blocking. They're just not necessarily staying on their blocks quite as long as they need to right now.
There's a handoff and keeper by Jordan Willis, and Jordan still on his feet, and he goes down after about a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers, 7:44 and counting in the game.
I think that was a read option there. I think he had the choice to hand it or keep it and made a good decision to keep it. Picked up about 5 yards for the Tigers. And again, this is what we talked about. Just need to, even if you go to 3rd down every time, just need to keep moving, keep rolling the clock.
Again, play clock is out. We mentioned that earlier. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's brought to our attention before the game. There's a handoff again to, that is, I think that's Brown there. No?
No, that's actually 26 for the Tigers. That's Sir George Jordan. We've seen him carry a little bit
early in the year.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd down. Tigers had a 2nd down and 5. Now a 3rd down, and looks like he lost a yard, Charlie. 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, they gave him 1 yard loss there.
Willis has the ball. He throws it out and knocked down by the War Eagles, and that actually stops the clock with 6 minutes and 38 seconds. War Eagles will get the ball. Tigers will have to punt.
Yeah, that was 17 again. He's broken up several passes. Chase Daniels for the War Eagles, just gets in there and knocks it away.
It looks like Matt was limping out there to go and kick the ball.
Yeah. That would have been a first down pass if Daniels doesn't knock it down.
There's a snap. There's the kick, high end over end. It's going to take a Tiger bounce. No, started to. Going to be downed at the 33-yard line. That's the 33.
Yeah, it is.
33 yards.
If I'm the War Eagles, no, you're good, man. You're good. I called you out.
We have fun.
Yeah. If I'm the War Eagles, I'm running. I'm running
Wally.
Yeah, I'm running Wally right here.
Hey, why not?
You know, the Tigers have done a good job tonight just selling out against the run and daring them to pass, and it, you know, it's been effective so far tonight. We'll see what they do on defense, but if I'm the War Eagles, man, I'm handing it to number 2.
And he's out there. Tigers send a man. Wildcats, wow, they send a man in motion, and Tigers are all over that one. And Charlie, I'm like you. The play call,
Yeah, it was just
got to question that.
Screen out to
the
Williamson. And again, I'll say it again. If I'm the War Eagles, I'm handing it to 2. He's been all they've had tonight. Like, any successful play has gone through him.
Holyfield in the shotgun. He's actually just going to look and throw out. And number 2, I'm not sure what Thompson was playing there on that particular play. And he just let the man get right there to the sticks and didn't aggressively attack that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Cameron McLaurin, 84 on the reception, and a good throw there from Holyfield. But you're right, defender just kind of got lost on that one.
I think Coach Vance is talking to him about it, and we're at the Heat timeout, and we're going to just stay here. 5 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the game. Tigers up 8. War Eagles with the ball. Ball now set at the 47-yard line, trying to get into Tiger territory.
Chad, we've gone kind of up and down. You know, we talked about it being a little sluggish, and then there was a ton of momentum, and then now it seems like we're kind of back to sluggishness again. What do you think?
Yeah, guys, I think a big difference right now is the intensity of the defensive unit. They not only in their play coming off the ball, but they were just flying around a lot more in the first half. In the second half, we just kind of stalled out. They found a little passing game with a guy who probably didn't expect to throw a pass tonight, number 4 for Wayne County. And but we were losing that battle up front that we were winning earlier. We just got to figure a way to get some more pressure on him, and I think we can get a stop here.
Holyfield with the handoff out to Wally, and Wally's going to be knocked down. And I thought he was way behind the sticks, and he's still able to get about 3 yards from that spot I was going to call, and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he should have been down 3-4 yards in the backfield, and he just fights. I mean, he's just a tough runner, and the Tigers had several defenders back there around him, and I mean, he just does not. It's like you said earlier when we called the West Point game in the state championship. I mean, they just go forward. They don't go backward, and he's one of those guys that does not go backward.
Holyfield in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. He's going to have a ball out, and it's going to be incomplete. And really had a step on Thompson there. If a better pass, it would have been completed.
Yeah, Thompson's struggling right now to cover number 84, Cameron McLaurin, for the War Eagles. And you know, some of this you think maybe because Thompson's playing both sides. I mean, you got several Tigers out there that are playing.
He looks gassed.
Yeah,
if you look at him now.
Hands on his hips. I mean, he does. He looks gassed. And you got to think, I mean, you play receiver and DB, you do a lot of running.
Right. Well, do you switch to cover 2 here, but you're scared of the run? Well, there's a pass out to number 7, Holyfield. Williamson, actually, and he's taken down. He fell forward that time, Charlie.
Yeah.
Brings up a big 3rd down now for the War Eagles. Actually, that was
3rd.
That was 3rd, yeah. This is going to be 4th down and about 4 for the War Eagles.
Yeah, Holyfield did a good job dumping that ball off, and then Damian Williamson just trucked the Hattiesburg defender.
Here we go. This may be the game here. There's a handoff. He's going to be stopped. He's going to be stopped. He didn't get it.
Yeah, that was Wally.
He didn't get it.
That was
Tigers
Wally.
hold.
I started to say before that play, if I'm Wayne County, I hand it off to Wally, and they did just that. And the Tigers do a good job right there bringing him down on first contact, which has been really hard for them to do tonight with Wally.
Wow.
And they do a good job bringing him down on first contact, and he's short of the first down. Tigers will take over in good field position with time running out.
Guys, you mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast the family connection between Wayne County coach Kevin Gandy and our offensive coordinator Sheldon Gandy, who was playing last year. And we've seen a lot of action tonight from Jamari Gatlin, who is the brother of a former Hattiesburg High School linebacker, Jalavian Gatlin. And then we also have Kyler Scott and Marquand Perkins, who also had brothers who played on that state championship team from a couple years ago.
Look at Chad
Indeed.
going back in
like
the
that research, Chad.
history of Hattiesburg football.
There's Jordan Willis with the handoff, and that's number 22. That's Ellis Brown.
That's Ellis Brown. Yeah, we haven't seen Ellis in a
Brown's
while.
back with a carry and picks up about 2 yards on the carry.
Chad did all that on his phone standing on the sideline, too. I'm impressed.
And to finish that thought, Braxton Bolton will actually get to see his brother play tomorrow as Auburn takes the field. He's the younger brother of Jaron Handy, who's a defensive end for Auburn, number 2 on the depth chart right now.
That's right.
Jaron
I
Handy.
think he changed his number to 55 for this year. That was a second down carry by Ellis Brown. No gain on the play brings up third down. We're under 4 minutes, 3:52 and counting in the game. Tigers in no hurry. Tigers with all 3 timeouts, as well as Wayne County with all 3 timeouts. Tigers are letting it run, and they're going to call a timeout. Big third down play here. Tigers call a timeout with 3 minutes, 32 seconds to go. And we'll just stay here, Charlie. We'll keep looking at scores and keep trying to give you some updates. Anything out there?
Yeah, let me see if I can get some scores here for you. Oak Grove over George County now 38-17. Pascagoula over Pearl River Central 30-8. Like we said, we'll be down there next week.
Say that score again?
30-8.
Oh, Gula.
30-8. Picayune comes back to beat East Central 14-7. That one's over.
Tight game.
Yep. Moss Point in the third quarter over Stone 48-44. That's just a high-scoring game, man. They're putting some points on the board.
Yeah, they're having a ball.
That's Coach Ray Pickering that was here for a while down there at Moss Point now.
Really?
Yeah. You got Laurel now over South Jones 34-21 in the fourth quarter.
That's going to be Laurel's first win of the season.
Yeah, sure will. Laurel has struggled. I think Coach Vance told me that Xavier Evans was coming back this week for them, and you see
the difference.
Yeah, you may see the difference right there, and I'm pretty sure that they were putting him at quarterback. After seeing the guy that they had there just wasn't cutting it, and so they're going to put Evans back at quarterback.
Willis in the shotgun has an empty backfield formation, and there's a pass out, and Willis just with a bad throw, and again it stops the clock, falls incomplete. Tigers, I'm sure, will be forced to punt.
Willis took a hit as he tried to throw it right there for number 1, Martavis Evans. He's a D lineman that we had circled as somebody to watch in this game and haven't really had to call his name tonight. Senior 6'1", 268. That time disrupted that pass.
I tell you, Willis throws a 3-step drop and pass better than his outs. And he throws a great-looking ball when he does that. There's the kick. Good kick for the Tigers. Down to the 10. Bouncing at the 5. Tigers is going to have it inside the 1-yard line. Great coverage by the Tigers. That's number 3 down there. Put his heels on the 2. That's Braxton Bolden. Just talked about it. His brother's going to be playing with Auburn tomorrow, Jaron Handy.
Yeah, give him credit for going down there and getting it, but give Matt Adams credit for the kick, man. That was a fantastic punt. Just got a ton of roll out of it. Right down inside. They're at the half-yard line right now. They couldn't get any closer.
Yeah, so they're going to need 99.5
to
at least get 6 points and try for the extra or the 2-point conversion.
The way this defense has lived in the backfield of Wayne County's offense, safety is not off the table right here for sure. Wayne County's got to be very careful.
Holyfield in the shotgun, and this is a pass play by Holyfield. He's in the shotgun, just going to throw it up. And Walton Thompson,
that's
with his
hands,
pass
interference,
on it, and possibly could have came down with it, but 84 turned into a defender.
Yeah, Thompson did a great job in coverage right there, and he's bent over. He's gassed right now. But he did a great job right there fighting through it in coverage on 84, Cameron McLaurin. But that, like I said, that could have been offensive pass interference.
There's a handoff to Wally. He's going to get to about the Tigers trying to strip the ball. Let's just take him down.
Yeah, take him down right here.
Picks up about 6 on the carry. Brings up 3rd down and 4. Give him 5.
I think that was Williamson. Wally's not even in the game, which again is baffling to me because Williamson's done really next to nothing.
Yeah, it is Williamson.
And Wally has been, been the better back.
3 is a illegal motion, no call. Tigers hold. Going to bring up maybe a 1-yard pickup. We're 2:35 to go in the game. I'm sure War Eagles will go for it. Here comes Wallace.
Yeah, Wally going to come in the game now. Again, not sure why he wasn't in there already.
4th down and 3. This is your ball game if Tigers hold. There's a handoff to Wally. He's going to be close. He falls forward.
Got it.
Falls forward to get it.
Able to break a few Tiger tackles
and
right there.
And actually turned and went backwards.
Yeah, fell backwards forward. But now he comes out of the game. So I don't know if he's cramping or what, but I would have him in the game every play right now. Even if you're just using him as a decoy, because he's the only thing that the Tigers should be worried about, honestly.
Well, they're going to throw a pass here. Holyfield in the shotgun. He's looking up. He's going to throw one right
Great
up.
coverage.
And coverage there. 2 men back for the Tigers. It falls incomplete.
Yeah.
We're under 2 minutes. 1:58 to go in the game. Tigers up 18-10.
They had 2 receivers in the same place right there. Cameron Norman and Joshua Jones were in great coverage on both of them. Nowhere to go with the ball. Holyfield just kind of threw that one away.
Both teams putting in new personnel.
You got Thompson one-on-one here with McLaurin.
Oh, and the bad snap. That's a safety. That's going to be a safety for the Tigers.
They're going to say he was.
That's a safety.
They're not calling it. They're going to say he was down.
He's in the end zone.
He slid right there. Okay,
it is a safety.
Yeah, it was right at the goal line, but he was definitely in the end zone. I wouldn't have been surprised if they had called him at the half-yard line, but it was definitely in the end zone. So that's a safety for the Tigers, another break that they get on a bad snap. Holyfield able to fall on it, but the Tigers now with 2 more points on the board.
Yeah, Tigers now 20, Wayne County 10. They get the free kick here.
And I told you they've spent so much time in that Wayne County backfield. If any little thing that was going to go wrong, a Tiger was going to be there to capitalize on it. And I believe it was Tomasio. No, it wasn't.
We hadn't called his name all night. Just go ahead and call it.
I think it was Tomasio back there. But as soon as Holyfield fell on that ball, he was there to tag him down. And the Tigers get
Wayne
the 2
County
points out of it.
will kick the ball. Free kick from the 20. They're going to put it on the tee.
They try an onside kick.
They do try onside on the free kick. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Never seen that. Because of the field position, people usually don't do it because if you don't get it, you're giving them the ball
at the
30, 35-yard line. But a guy who's been tough, been really tough here in this fourth quarter, that was Walton Thompson, able to come up with that ball. So we picked on him a little bit earlier, but he has been super tough here in the fourth quarter.
Tigers will have the ball at the 37-yard line and try to go ahead and finish this one out. Joined in the press box by, we just talked about
Just talking about
city
it.
officials.
Ears must have been burning.
Jeffrey George stops by to say hello and go Tigers.
That's right. He's excited about the safety we just had.
Tigers with 2 men in the backfield. The keeper by Jordan Willis. He's still on his feet. Going to be
stays in bounds.
Yeah, going to be
move.
knocked down and slid down on his own. Good job. There's a timeout by Wayne County. We'll just keep it here.
Yeah, smart move there to make Wayne County burn that timeout. But as Councilman George was saying, that safety was huge in potentially sealing this game for the Tigers.
Councilman, we'll give you the headset, but we got COVID protocols everywhere too. I know you got some projects in Ward 1. I go by Jackson Road and J. Ed Turner, and I see 2 lights going there. Is that going to the Trace? What's happening there? Connecting Classic Drive to the Trace. So that's going to be a drivable road? What you mean multi?
What's a multi-use road?
And so the red light is really for the pedestrians on the safety. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Safety is very important.
What about 38th Avenue? Wrapping up 38th Avenue, there's a keeper by Jordan Willis, and he's going to go down at the 29-yard line. I thought there should have been a face mask. No call. Wayne County burns their second timeout. So 38th Avenue is coming along, wrapping up. $1.2 million project, he states.
How much of that did you donate, Jerome?
Well, this is the city. This is a bond issue. We can't donate any to that.
Okay, all right. Well, I figured
that's
you were getting
taxpayer, man. That's, taxpayer funded.
Uh-huh.
What else, Councilman? Councilman May mentioned we passed our first balanced budget over 10 years. Okay, Mr. Key. And what that means is when you talk about a balanced budget from year over year, not a whole lot of debt in there. So good job by the city, along with getting raises for, I think, your public works and raising their salaries above minimum wage. So almost $13 an hour. So great job, City of Hattiesburg. Direct snap to that's Duckworth, and he's going to be close to the first down.
I think he's going to be just short right here, so it's going to bring up. They call their other timeout.
They burned their last timeout for Wayne County. Wayne County down 20-10, 10 points. So 2-possession game with that kicker. I mean, we could give them 3 points, but we'll still have to get to 7.
Yeah, the Tiger defense has been so good tonight, though, that a 10-point lead feels almost insurmountable for the War Eagles. I mean, this Hattiesburg defense has swarmed after they got a little bit run over last week. I mean, last week struggled a little bit with the Jeff Davis County offense, and tonight have come back strong and played really well here against the War Eagles offense. A bunch of senior-laden offense here for the War Eagles. The Tigers have done a great job.
4th down for the Tigers. Ball sitting on the, I think that's the 33. If Charlie can help me out.
That's
28.
That's actually the 28.
Okay. 28. Listen, I went to the eye doctor last.
You may need to go back.
Last Thursday, no kidding. He told me, hey, I'm surprised you went this long without glasses, and I'm kind of being stubborn. So direct snap to Ducksworth. He's gonna have the edge, and he's gonna get tackled. Let's see, inbound. Nah, they stopped the clock.
Oh, that was close though. He was trying to stay in bounds. He a couple of times was going toward that sideline and cut back, but they were able to get him out of bounds there. right at the end. But a first down for the Tigers now, down to the 10-yard line.
Tigers could take a knee now here 2 straight times and end it. And
that play was going to seal it one way or the other. So
let's hope this is they're gonna go in victory formation right here. The best formation in football.
Yeah, best play in the game right here.
Tigers will have to take 2 well, they actually started the clock, so it didn't go out of bounds. So Tigers may have to take it, depends on when he snap it. They have to do it 2 times. Get down, boy. take it 2 down. Yeah. Sorry, Willis was kind of just walking back instead of taking a knee.
Don't know if he was trying to run a couple extra seconds, but, I mean, it's first down, so you got plenty of opportunities to Oak Grove now up 52-17 over George County. Again, Picayune beats East Central 14-7. That's a battle of offenses that are almost identical.
Well, let's talk about this one. This is clicking down to 9, 8, 7. This is going to be wrapped up in purple and gold. Tigers going to win it 20-10 on really a defensive effort.
Yeah, it was,
I would say.
It was, absolutely. The Tigers, this was a win that they needed. You hate to say that in the first district game, but if you look at the schedule coming up and you look at kind of where everybody is, this was a win that you kind of feel like they needed, and they came out and got it and did a great job on defense. And man, just super proud of these guys. They did an awesome job, and they're excited going down here to the band now.
Right.
And man, just a great night for Tiger football here to beat the War Eagles.
And I'm looking at Andrews. He's still limping on that leg, and so the trainer told him to sit down. You don't need to keep walking on it. So gonna have to keep an eye on that and find out during the week what's going on with him.
See Mr. McKee down there interviewing Coach Vance. He's writing a story for SB Live on this game tonight. Talked to him a little bit. Mr. Dale McKee has been around the War Eagle program for a long, long time.
But I tell you one thing about Mr. McKee. He's the dean, and when you get to the state championship, he's the guy who's making sure the PR guys and everybody's taken care of. And man, he treated us good and bought Hemingway. And even when the championship has been here, Charlie and I have been able to hang out in the booth with those guys, and it's been a real good friend of ours as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been great. He's a super nice guy, and like I said, I talked to him before the game a little bit. He's writing a story on this game, and that story is going to say that the Tigers won it, Jerome.
It
20-10, and we'll go in. Mentioned that Pascagoula game. We'll head to Pascagoula. They ended up winning 37-8 tonight. So Pascagoula going to be coming off of a big win for them as well. So they'll be 1-0 in the district just like we are. We'll go down there, and I've never been to Pascagoula's football stadium, so we'll go see what that's all about.
Well, thank you for joining us. Tigers are victorious. Here we'll be on the road in Pascagoula next week. Tigers are victorious 20-10 in a defensive effort for the Tigers, and we're going to sign off.
Come to Tiger Talk.
Come to Tiger Talk Tuesday and get a milkshake.
Yeah, get a milkshake. I'm telling you, we get a ton of inside information. So many things happen tonight that Coach Vance told us were going to happen on Tuesday night. So if you read between the lines, and sometimes he'll just flat out tell you, but if you come to Tiger Talk and get some good food. I mean, they got great food there. Like I said, we got plenty of tables. So come out there, join us, or just join us on Facebook Live and watch. But man, you're gonna get a lot of behind-the-scenes info from Coach Vance, and I think we may even get Mayor Barker on there this week.
That's
so
right.
So we'll get some info about what's going on in the city of Hattiesburg and that kind of thing going forward. But man, it's a great show. 45 minutes and we're done, and man, we have a great time. So y'all come out. We'll do that, and then we'll talk about this game and get Coach Vance's real thoughts on it.
For Chad